Welcome back to Hardcore History with the Boss's Office podcast.
Go back to the intro. We're going to start it from where the intro's at.
Welcome to the Boss's Office podcast. I'm sure by now... No, actually, you know what? You cut it off pretty quick. This is episode 7.
I
don't know why I looked at you guys. 6. This is episode
2.
I'm going to voice over that right there. It'll be an ad-lib in the background. This is the Boss's Office podcast, and today, like I said, 2 very special occasions. 1, this is not a live cast. 2, this is a different camera angle. 3, there's multiple people here. I'm not just yelling at myself, okay? I have a fellow creative, someone who actually drops music on iCloud, someone who is the world champion at peekaboo on iCloud. Without further ado, the musical counterpart to YGG, DJ Wet. I don't know what you want to go by.
They call me Wesside.
Whoop!
You know.
Or you can call him Cole.
Or you can call me by my name, which I prefer because I'm a human being.
What are your pronouns? State your instas if you want to plug anything.
I prefer they, them, because it gives me the strength of multiple people.
There you go.
As if they.
That's all. That's really everything
Oh,
you're going to ever
man.
fucking need. This is the Boss's Office podcast. This is the Truth Cam. We're introducing also we've got a puppet in the background, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Not in the bad sense. It's the most respectful way I can put it. We would not like to name him. It is he who shall not be named. But he is going to be our anger translator. So if you pop over to him, he's the designated drunk on the podcast.
That's his role, is get drunk and give a little bit of input.
He's
no more than 50 words per pod.
He's the live ad-libs, okay? We're looking for sponsors here, so I'm not going to mention the first 15 minutes that we've been sitting here chit-chatting, but we're going to ask, this is how this is going to go, okay? I have 4 questions that are actually kind of in-depth, okay? And because I know this man so well, because we know this young man so well, we want to get to know you a little bit better. And we want to know, are we dropping music soon? Is something happening?
Who knows?
Can something be
Maybe
expected?
we'll talk about it in the, later on. Maybe towards the end of the podcast we speak about a little bit more in depth about that. But I want to start. Thank you for having me on. It's an honor.
Yes.
I tuned in.
This one's going to get big.
I tuned in yesterday, whenever this is being recorded, Saturday. But on Friday, and I tried to sabotage your stream with controversial questions. You held well. And I'm looking forward to carrying that momentum into something in this episode and making something special,
I'm the king. I've crowned myself the king of elevator small talk.
Mm-hmm.
So I can bob and swerve out of any conversation, but with you, I don't need to bob and swerve out of any conversation.
No bobbing and swerving, no swerving and bobbing.
You're going to get the real deal, folks.
You're getting the real deal, Holyfield. All the way to front to the back. You should have heard the intro we originally recorded. It has to Patreon. If you want to go follow this man and support this man more, go support him on Patreon.
It's live from the gutter.
He's going to link it in the description.
Yes, I am.
And then you can see this crazy intro we just had. It was very in-depth about certain things that cannot be talked about in the first 10 minutes of a YouTube video or podcast. So.
Or honestly probably shouldn't be talked about other than outside of where I heard it from and the Patreon. So go follow the gutters, live from the gutter. Yes, I named it after Future. Yes, he cleared it on me. Mm-hmm. Okay, we got it cleared, right?
Yes, Future cleared it.
Free Bands.
A couple months ago, actually.
Shout out Free Bands Radio. They cleared it. We're going to get straight into some of these things. We're going to get this fucking podcast, the momentum flowing like hot magma. Hot schmegma, hopefully not. That one's weird. I have a number one question I have for you.
So it's an interview. I thought we were podcasting, man.
This is going to be 4.
Oh, gosh.
So I like this is how I like to set this up. I want this to be just 4 questions, and they're general purpose. They're open-ended questions. We want to hear a lot from Noah also. Okay,
Little bit.
We don't want him to act a stranger. All right. This is the Dawns of 205. We're fucking bringing it back for another live fucking episode. So, with all of the creative processes that you have, with all of the creations that you have to make, whether it be a project for class, whether it be a musical project, an EP, mixing and mastering, whether it
porno,
whatever. Hey, a midget. If it's a production on a midget wrestling event, bro. How? I would too.
Pay for that.
We're sponsoring a midget wrestling event next month.
Oh, sorry, I meant the porn.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. All right. Yes. Let's question.
How does your creative process go, and what does that look like? I want the inside and the outside, the hardcore, the softcore, clothes on and lubed up. What's the creative process?
This is gonna start simple, and then I'm gonna elaborate. There's not one, man. There's not a creative process. Certain times I'll do one thing, certain times I'll do another thing, but there's no set process. If I'm in the mood and I hear something that musically, we're gonna talk about music right now. If I hear something I enjoy, a beat I enjoy, an instrumental I enjoy, I go to the beginning, 0 seconds in, I press R for record, and I literally just flow front to back twice. I do it twice, and then I'll find flows I like from there. But sometimes
words. Are there any words? Sorry to interject, or is it?
It's words. So sometimes I'll even get quotables and in a flow I like, and I'll leave it. That'll be in the final product.
Yeah.
But the rest of it won't be, and I got to find stuff that meshes well with the flows I like. So I crop every flow out. I get those flows where they need to be. Sometimes the bars are already there. Sometimes I re-record with new bars. But that is one creative process. The other one is pretty much just I'll be sitting there in bed, laying down, and I'll just start writing bars, writing lyrics, writing choruses. And those are a little bit harder to get into rhythm. So that's where like the freestyling part comes in. If I like a flow on something and I don't like what I said, that's where I implement those bars and kind of make it like cohesive and kind of make the theme around that. But there's like no real creative process. Sometimes I'm just in the mood to record, and that's when I'll do what I just said, and I'll just record front to back and get started from there. There's also times where I'll just start at the beginning, sing a couple bars, rap a couple bars, and just do that. And if I like it, I'll move on to the next bar. If I don't, I'll re-record it till I get it, and I'll just go in order, the whole song front to back. If I don't feel like just going all the way through right away.
Yes.
So there's no real process, man. It's like I go, I record, I have some fun afterwards, you know?
Yeah.
I partake in a couple activities that are not related to anything involving paraphernalia or drugs.
Yes.
Because that's illegal in Texas.
Yeah.
But I partake in certain activities that allow me to be more creative, and then I'll record, do that, go right back to recording. Whether, you know, we'll talk a little bit more about that later, but as for the creative process, man, it's just nothing specific. It's whatever I'm feeling at that moment.
Okay.
It's like riding the wave almost. Like that's how I operate. I'll just ride it, and if it feels right, I'll do it. If it doesn't, I'll switch it up.
So would you say that it's like, would you believe, because I have this thing, and I know it's been said a bit, but like the reason it's been said, or like hearing it like resonated with me, like, because I feel the same way. Like I don't think per se I have a creative process. I have things that help. Like I pace like a motherfucker, and then there are aids to use it. Like, we call the FBI, and then we light up some GG4.
You're right.
We're talking anagrams around here. So would you think that it's possible that these ideas, like the spark of the idea, exists outside of us, and we just happen upon them? Or are these ideas like within us, and then we just uncover them from something or somewhere? Or is it that we're happening upon them outside of us, and then we're there
Is your dog fucking snoring?
Bro, he's out. Look at it.
No, look, man. I hear what you're saying. For real. Both.
Yeah.
I think ideas flow naturally through. Look, we're human beings. We're all human beings. Human beings are beings of frequency.
Yeah.
Frequencies, whatever you make of that, that's up to you and your beliefs and all that. Wavelengths. We are beings of frequency. I believe there's a frequency of ideas that float around. I don't know how it works. I'm not going to get that deep into it. Yeah. But we also have ideas in our mind from things that we've lived through, things that we've been through, things that are around us. We have a lot of ideas within us as well. So it's kind of finding a balance of your ideas and maybe other people's ideas. Maybe you got to combine everything and kind of figure it out for yourself.
So it's like a combination of both. Like if you happen upon the same wavelength or frequency, like you said, or vibration, then you're going to be able to access that. What do you think about that, Noah? Off cam.
I think it's all fucked.
That's his answer for everything. We live in a fucking simulation, guys.
I told y'all to stay off my lawn.
Oh man,
I think people need to get on the same fucking frequency, honestly.
I do agree. So I said we're beings of frequency. Guys, this goes for everyone out there. This goes for everyone out there on social media specifically.
Yes,
dude, be better, guys.
Preach.
Don't be so negative. Don't be so negative.
Being fucking cucks.
There's always gonna be haters for anything you do. Look at these popular artists. Go like look at Rap TV, their Instagram page. Look at the comments. It's just nothing but negativity.
Look at the comments on my YouTube shorts.
But for real, instead of being negative, channel that energy into something productive. Like instead of being negative towards an artist, go make music yourself and use your energy to make music and see if you can do better than that artist that you're roasting because they got famous for a reason.
Preach.
So do something better than them and you'll be famous instead of sitting on a comment section hating.
Being mad.
And I used to be one of those guys trolling on Instagram comments and stuff, but like eventually you got to grow up and see like you got to be positive to get positive results in life. Like you can't be negative and expect positivity to come your way.
It's the goal.
It's like a rule of karma, but like just be better. That's all I got to say. I told you I was going to lecture at some point. That's what my lecture was about.
We've got all the time in the world.
I'm glad you brought that up early because that was that was something I wanted to talk about later anyway. So yeah, just telling people like, don't be negative, man. Channel that energy into something positive instead.
Exactly.
So that's it. That's it for that.
That kind of goes with I say some shit like that, but this isn't about me. What is your motivator? What motivates you the most? What pushes you throughout every aspect? What are the motivators? What is it? Whether it's better place in life, if that exists, better whatever. What is it? What is the thing that motivates you, or what is a thing that motivates you?
Honestly, dude, like various forms of art motivate me. Like if I hear a good song I like, that will send me to a state where I'm motivated right then and there. Yeah. Like if I hear something I like, whether it's if I watch a Game of Thrones episode and it's a crazy episode, I really like when I'm say I watch a movie, like I watch a movie or something. I get inspiration from that, and like that'll motivate me. It could be anything. I could listen to a Bob Ross video, and it's like, oh shit, I like what he's saying, and it motivates me completely on a different level. Oh shit! No fucking way, bro.
The beer's good.
Lil Wayne spilling the codeine.
The beer's good. The beer's good. It was empty.
I'm so sorry. That was.
Oh my god.
That was
it's a good thing it's empty. We're good.
Party foul. I'm so sorry.
That was the biggest fuck up.
It was not alcohol. But yeah, dude, I literally get motivated by art, like any form of art. I could look at that picture on the wall and be like, damn, that's really good. I want to do something really good.
Yeah, I can draw.
I could watch, I said, watch a Bob Ross video. I'm like, this motherfucker is really good. I want to be really good, and I'll apply it to whatever I want to be really good at. Because you got to apply yourself. So might as well do it. Apply yourself to things you enjoy doing.
Yeah, exactly. In a creative sense.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
I like that outlook.
Yeah, man. It's just how I've been living these past few years. Is trying to change and kind of get better. You got to evolve, you know?
Yeah, the fucking term, something that I don't like. Yes, I hear that.
Us people
I don't like the people say you got to grow the fuck up. Like, I get it, but I don't like that terminology anymore. Mm-hmm. I don't like the term grow the fuck up. Because, like, you even hear adults that are like, I still feel like I'm 34. And you're like, well, you're the same motherfucker that just told me to grow the fuck up.
Yeah, age isn't. It's not about age. Growing up isn't about age at all. It's about your brain.
Age is
your mentality.
Relative. It is relative. What is a lesson, or either a lesson or a crucial moment that has been burned into you, something that you can't forget?
Dude, I train martial arts, right? This shouldn't be as big as it is. I go in my first day. I sign up. I don't know anyone in there. I do a jiu-jitsu class. I get fucking submitted by this chick. And it's totally cool. A woman. She was a woman. She submitted me. And from that moment on, my life completely changed. Like, I don't know what it was. I was like, that can't happen again. I know that she did that to me. She's probably been training for 3 months.
Yeah.
Imagine where I could be if I trained for 3 months.
Yeah.
And then the new guy like me walks in.
Yeah.
3 months later, and I'm doing that to him, and I tell him like, "Yo, I was there 3 months ago."
Yeah, exactly.
That just made me realize that if you stick to something,
Yes.
no matter what it is, and you apply yourself, like you could go a long ways.
Yep.
Like I said about the kind of like the mental thing earlier, the frequency.
Yeah.
Dude, you find something you like and you actually work hard at it and you try and you put all your energy into it, like you could pretty much do anything. It's so cliche, bro, but everyone that becomes famous, all say that. They all say the same thing. They say the cliche terms, that's because the cliche terms work. It works for a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know?
Or it's something, I mean, like, they just, yes, it works. It was there for them, and then now they found this success, and it's still working, so why change it?
Well, I think a lot of it, too, is the atmosphere. I mean, you go into those gyms, you get a lot of people that are on the same wavelength. They're going to motivate you.
Yes.
At the same time, you're going to motivate them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's all kind of just, you all helping each other to reach that end.
Right. And when I first went in, I got submitted by that girl, and rest in peace, one of the guys at the gym recently died. That was my first day in there. Yeah, this was a couple years ago. He told me, I said, "Yo, does this get any easier?" Like, first day in there, got, like, I was like, damn, like, that really happened.
Yeah.
It humbled me.
Yeah.
And I was like, does it get easier?
No
He's
shot.
like, yeah. He said, it gets easier, but once it gets easier, you got to work harder. So, no, it doesn't get easier.
Yeah.
But that's because you got to work harder. When it begins getting easy, up it. Up
Keep
your
it,
ante.
yeah.
You know, keep going up as it gets easier. That way it stays hard. That
Yeah.
way you learn and grow. And he
Yeah.
told me that. Rest in peace, Panda. But yeah, dude, like, that sticks with me. That sticks with me to this day. So, yeah, man, that's definitely something that's like changed my life. Like that one day in the gym.
Yeah.
And from there, it's like it's over. I've
That
been
was-
training, you know, and I've grown a lot since then. So
That was
like,
enough.
that was a huge moment.
Enough to put it in perspective to be able to see it like that.
And you could apply that for anything. It's not just training martial arts. You could apply that for literally anything. You go, you want to be an art student. You go to art school. It's your first day. You've never done art, but you want to do it.
Yeah.
Everyone in there is like drawing crazy Mozart paint. Not Mozart.
Yeah.
You know, but they're doing like some Van Gogh shit.
Yeah.
And they're doing some crazy paintings, and you're just painting like a stick figure.
Yeah.
But you keep going. Yeah, you keep going. And dude, it's crazy how you can evolve just applying yourself and sticking to it. Like, and like he said, if you're around people with a similar wavelength, surround yourself with those people. You know, you go to art school, surround yourself with those students, and you'll grow just like they did. And
Exactly.
That's how it goes. That's the circle of life.
Yeah, that's what. There's a proverb that I've said on a podcast or two, and it's, if you want to go far, build a team, or it's, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, bring it, like, go together.
Mm-hmm.
But it's insinuating to bring a team, and obviously that also would insinuate to, you know, you're not gonna build a team with people that you don't agree with fully.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes.
you know, you're gonna find people of the same wavelength to bring back on topic, to bring it back over to speaking of full circle.
Speaking of the full circle.
Speaking of the full circle, let's talk about music.
All right, let's talk about it.
We're gonna break it down. We went very in depth. Okay.
We did, and I got off music and we started talking about life, and that's totally okay. That's what I planned on doing today.
That was the point of the.
I wanted to say some important stuff that people need to hear, whether they know that they need to hear it or don't. And I hope people out there, I hope they see what I say, and they're like, if this dude's saying it, it has to be pretty fucking easy to apply.
We got it.
And I think, I know a couple people that are going to be watching this. Just remember that. Talking to you too.
You motherfucker.
No, you're not a motherfucker. I love you so much.
Don't listen to him. Look at me. Back to him.
No.
Now back at me. Can we expect to hear anything soon? I have been hanging on to something. The more I listen back through it, the more I realize I want to put more ad-libs on it. There's a song that one of the very first
Mix
ever
it, master
created.
it, change the vocals, engineer it. I can do all that now.
Yeah, we
can do that.
We
now.
need to do it. We need to do that. I played a small clipsy of it. I'm not going to play the whole clipsy of it. Can we... You know what? We're not going to put a date on anything. I'm not going to ask a question that involved... There's no need. All I'm going to ask is, can we expect... within 2024...
You know it's 2023.
Yeah.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Yeah. I'm not going to pressure you to 6 months.
No. We're in February, brother.
Can we
got 11
months.
months.
In a couple months.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to be like,
Look. So,
It's
been
almost a
years.
year and a half.
Probably longer. It's been years. It is so hard to find a way to just drop now. It's been so long. I'm so disconnected from dropping anything. It's like, how do I go about dropping now?
Where do I go?
Yeah, where do I go? How do I do this? I don't even remember how to do this. But I do have a song vaulted that is so good. That is, we played it on the boat a few times. That I'm gonna drop pretty soon. I was trying to wait till the springtime because it kind of fits the vibe of spring going into summer. So, with that being said, if this gets enough views, I will drop it within March.
Truth cam.
Or April.
Within March.
Before, he said
I can
in
live with
March.
I could live with that.
In March? I mean, you waited 2 years, you can wait another
Yeah.
month, right?
Yeah.
I say if this gets enough views, I'll drop it in March. And then from there, I have so much stuff vaulted, it's going to be easy from there. It's just the hardest part is getting restarted back with it, you know?
Yeah.
So it's once that starts, it's a roller coaster from there, and it's going to be fun, so.
Real quick, just on this small conversation, I'm going to go back, and speaking of clicks and tabs and whatnot, I have to say something. We need to fucking get this turnaround rate up. You imbeciles, you understand me? Okay? Our turnaround rate right now is... That's actually not that bad, okay? You're not imbeciles anymore. We're back up. We're up. All right? We're up. It was 80. It was a strong 80-15, okay? But now we're up 76.2% not subscribed. I want to get that motherfucking down. Just subscribe. Don't hit the bell. I don't give a fuck. I don't even listen. Don't give me a like. Don't even comment on this shit, because I fire back. Check my shit, all right? Just subscribe.
Please subscribe. Please subscribe. I'm going to come back on this show, and I expect subscribers to be subscribed. Next time I'm on here, I expect the numbers to be drastically different, because this dude deserves it. He's doing pods all the time. I see him doing it all the
Consistent
time.
pods.
So just fucking subscribe. You want him to fucking do it just for your pleasure, or do you want to support him? Do you want to support? He's not going to do that.
I'm not going to do that. No.
But support him so he can keep doing this.
This executive office and these supplies wasn't cheap, motherfuckers.
And the more people that subscribe, the more we can he can upgrade the quality. He can do so much if you just subscribe.
I can make it cool, bro.
It's not like the money's that if you subscribe, it's not like it's going to waste. He's gonna utilize that.
Yeah. So listen, if you're one of those chicks on Fansly or fucking OnlyFans and you're over there dillying it regularly and you decide, hey, I'm gonna put a camera in front of the clam, bitch, this is what I'm doing, except I'm not fucking feeding geese, okay? Just grease my palm, I'm greasing yours. Your drive to work is boring as fuck. Now it's not, all right? That's all it takes. It's a click. I don't want the bell. I don't want to like. I don't give a shit about any of that. This channel too.
He's like the pods as well. Please like the pods. It takes 1 second, and there's no harm in it. You'll never see it again. Just like it. It's right in front of you. Just one tap of a finger.
I warn you all, I will self-destruct if I don't have the creative criticism from my truth translator and my kindness translator, alright?
Alright, that's enough about the subscription talk. You've already subscribed by now, surely, so.
Give us a conspiracy to start this motherfucker off. Let's get wild. We're going off.
Are we done with the interview portion?
The interview is done.
Man, this is where it gets dangerous. This
Thank
is why
you.
it's pre-recorded.
Thank you for enduring that. If you would like to skip ahead, go ahead and go to 3009 because that is something that you want to listen to when you're ready for it. Because we're dropping keys, all right? Those are like DJ Khaled says. He's still making music. So keys, all right? We've got keys, bitch.
We got the keys for sure.
Give me a conspiracy. Let's start it off.
Dude.
What's something that's been pitching around? Something that's... Oh.
Did you see the Air Force the U.S. Air Force shot down an unidentified object in Alaska?
No.
Unidentified object in Alaska. They say no one has any more details. Nobody has any more details. Hold on, let me
3 days later.
The Pentagon, I want to correct myself. The Pentagon shot down unidentified object in Alaska.
Yeah.
This happened after.
I got it on shotgun.
This happened after the balloon, the Chinese balloon.
Mm-hmm.
No, we still don't know if it was another aircraft that China sent over.
The Pentagon?
No, the Pentagon shot.
Oh, they shot.
They called in the shooting of an unidentified object in Alaska. What are your thoughts on what it could be? This isn't a conspiracy yet. But what are your thoughts?
Hey, blood, spin that block.
There's no telling.
Do you think it's another?
Alaska.
Do you think it's China again, or do you think this is something?
Dude, I
war
think...
based? Like, do you think this is Russia? Do you think this is China? Do you think this is something else?
It was over Alaska?
Yes, and we unidentified. That's all we know.
Well, what's in Alaska exactly?
Mountains, cold.
Yeah, it's bad.
Some lakes.
So
maybe.
I don't think China and shit would be going to Alaska exactly.
Do they have any land there? Because I know they have land here.
Yes. That's
I don't think they have land.
That's
in
how they
Alaska.
get the balloons. That's how
Sure.
That's the path the balloons took. There's a current that goes over the cold air, the Arctic current.
And nothing else has came out about this, which makes you wonder. Because we found out about the Chinese stuff pretty quick, the balloon.
Dude, yeah.
We haven't heard anything about this. This was days ago.
Well, I'm thinking, I don't know. They shot it down.
Shot it down. It's down.
It's unidentified. It has yet to be. Nobody's just said anything about it.
And I don't know what caught their eye to it in Alaska.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if it was just a civilian reporting.
That's where the balloons came
from. But the
from.
Pentagon called in the shot. So
those weather balloons came from... They came from China that way. They went over Russia and then came over Alaska.
I'm not so sure. I would think that's probably how they maneuvered.
Yeah. So
and then went west to east.
If it was China, since it's unidentified, fuck.
That's the hard part. Is it's unidentified still.
They're not even saying anything. Yeah.
Which makes you wonder.
But
if they're trying to hide it so we don't freak out as a nation.
Yeah, that's true. Because if it was a plane,
or if we don't freak out as a world and it's something.
Well, there's
alien,
a warship.
otherworldly.
There's Chinese warships in the fucking Arctic right now, in the Arctic Ocean, like around Alaska.
Is stuff about to pop off?
Maybe.
Probably.
I don't, dude. To be real, I hope it doesn't. But this might be the one. I mean, fuck. I don't even like. It chills me saying I got guns, so I'm ready. But this might be the one that comes here.
Yes. China gets their land back. We are slaves to the Chinese on their land in World War III.
They only own like...
That would be a scenario. This isn't going to happen, guys.
I think
Jesus
they only...
Christ.
Yeah, well...
JC, dude.
They come get their land back and they're just fucked off of fucking... They own 300 acres in like Idaho, I think.
Yeah.
No, it's just Chinese corporations that have bought up random plots of fucking... of land.
Mm-hmm. But I wanted to bring that up because I saw that reported Friday. It was either Thursday or Friday. So I had to bring that up at some point on the pod to see what you thought of it. Yeah. I had to know. Shit. Had to know where you kind of stood on that.
I didn't mean to fuck. I just took a dick pic on camera.
I'm ready. I'm ready for the war. So
just because of my, I'm not like a, fuck. I don't even know what to consider myself. I like to. I'm such a conspiracy theorist that like I want to play the devil's advocate, like question wise against it, just so I can find out the most about it and like come from a standpoint of not necessarily believing it, so that way people feel more of a urge to either cut it if it's bullshit or like say the truth. Mm-hmm. So like fuck, man, I wish it was the thing. Why they don't say it's a plane? If it was just one, they'd say it. Biden like, hey, she shot that plane out of the sky before they got here.
It was a pretty good impression, dude. I mean, you can't hate it. It's
Tell the
real.
Republicans and DeSantis
Pretty
to suck
accurate.
my old dick.
He's off the Rhino gas station. Dick pill.
Fucking tell Jill I'm hard as a rock.
Oh man.
And to stop kissing Kamala's husband.
So,
Y'all see that?
Yeah, it's like,
yes,
talk
dude.
about that?
Yeah, on the lips.
Bro, and
Yeah.
held it.
Oh, that's, hey,
I didn't know that. Oh, well, I guess I did realize that her dad was white. Nothing against it.
they're all intertwined in a way. That
Yeah.
side, you know. So,
They all just be fucking in there.
they be fucking someone.
What if it really is like? Have y'all watched Don't Look Up on Netflix?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I
It's
don't-
Jonah
No, I
Hill.
haven't.
You haven't
I haven't
watched it
watched that one.
Fucking
Just haven't got.
yeah.
around.
What if it's really like some Don't Look Up shit? I mean, it's obvious that Joe doesn't follow that, but
Yeah. No, you
what like the immediate
stay ignorant.
like literally underneath Kamala, right? Pelosi. It starts there. Wait, who's our Secretary of Defense?
I have no clue.
Because that's who's.
I don't support the United States.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I stand with the fucking Democratic Republic of the Congo.
I stand with the world.
China, if you hear that, I don't support the U.S. U.S., if you hear that, I don't support China.
Let's talk about a coup d'état. How familiar are you all with that? You know what a coup is?
A coup?
I know y'all know what a coup is.
A chicken.
I've heard of that.
Is that what
A noise a chicken makes.
A noise a chicken makes, Silky.
That's silky. That's as far as I can tell you. A coup d'état.
A coup d'état.
Coup.
That'd be Dove.
I need a refresher.
It's with it's the staged overthrow of a government
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Okay, yeah.
from one specifically from one form of government to the other. Otherwise, it's just an overthrow of power.
And is it staged outer or is it staged within the
outside.
government?
It can be both. It can be both. Mostly, it's outside though.
Yeah.
So what is why the
Like
coup d'état?
us, Puerto Rico, us, every other country, or like if it's a piece
Yeah,
of
us.
land,
The U.S.
us,
We need to know what the coup d'état is. So I'm
Mexico,
glad I learned today. Because
Guatemala. Man, fuck, I can't think of how many off the top of my head. It's been too many. Like all the countries that support us right now and that are like in a democracy.
Like, yeah, us in Ukraine.
Because like
we're
the
helping
British,
Ukraine out.
the British would all go and they'd try to throw coups. It's a French word because that's what the French used to do.
A coup.
Coup de, it's spelled.
Oh, coup d'état. Yeah,
coup,
d'état.
Yeah, d'état. It's fucking it's spelled weird and there's a bunch of hypotheses.
Yes, yeah.
A
The
bunch of
apostrophe.
over the A's
Apostrophe.
and over the
Apostrophe.
E's.
There's a bunch of hyperbole.
There's a lot of hypoxia within the French. No, but yeah. So the French invented it, but Napoleon actually invented it.
That short motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, hey, that was the average back then.
Yeah.
Hey, that motherfucker was short, but that motherfucker was not to be reckoned with.
It's where you basically.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
That dude's he's badass.
You
He's
can
a badass
do
guy.
it a couple. Actually, I don't know what the most recent one was. Fucking Ukraine.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. 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 I don't know.
Bro, I'm about to
I
sabotage
don't
this
know.
podcast right now.
No, you're not. Speak the truth.
Super Bowl Sunday. First of all, Super Bowl Sunday is tomorrow. Maybe this gets up. I don't know when this is uploaded, but Super Bowl Sunday is tomorrow, and
I'm scared.
now, go Eagles for me. I don't care who wins.
Fly,
cool
Eagles,
with-
fly.
Fly Eagles fly. Who do you think wins the Super Bowl? Let's talk about it.
Go
Chiefs.
Birds.
Chiefs. You got birds?
No, I'm gonna be real.
Yes, sir. We want that.
I'm gonna be real. I think Patty Mac's got it.
You think Patty's got it?
I think
I
Patty
don't know,
Mac
dude.
wants it, bro.
I think Jalen Hurts
I
gets
think
his
Jalen
revenge.
Hurts, yeah.
He didn't get
Bro,
MVP.
yeah, that's
hey,
true. He's a
MVPs have never gone on to win the
That's
Super
true.
Bowl.
They haven't
in that
ever.
given year.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah. That's
Super
what happened
Bowl
last
Sunday.
year, too. He continued it.
right. Mm-hmm. Super Bowl Sunday. This is important, dude. Do you remember one time, Super Bowl Sunday, we were
I'm scared.
kidnapped into a vehicle in the back seat. We were with a said woman
Oh.
and a random gentleman who
Oh my God.
committed a crime that
It's
we
called-
were not consenting of.
We're
We
not-
were riding in the backseat of a car, held hostage, involved in a felony criminal,
Please don't make me talk about this.
Do you remember?
Yes, I do.
You remember now,
Bro, I
wasn't there.
because
so
I'm gonna
I'm good.
give the laydown of what happened with allegeds.
Bro, I remember everything that dude. What is it called whenever this? Obviously, this part didn't happen to me. What is it whenever you push something that's terrible that happened to you into the back of your head? You don't remember it.
You
What is it?
suppress it.
You
Yes.
suppress the trauma.
I suppressed this.
I suppressed this trauma.
We were honeypotted.
This is on Super Bowl day. This is before the Super Bowl. About
Allegedly.
3 p.m.
Allegedly.
This story, a fictional story I wrote in my
Allegedly.
novel.
Okay, we got to come up with names.
AB is the guy that did it.
No,
We'll call
Potato.
Potato.
Let's call him Tater.
His Potato Head, Mr. Taterhead.
Let's call him Taterhead.
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 So we have Taterhead. We have
and the general contractor.
we have him, and we have
Jesus Christ.
we have
Holy shit.
what should we name the female? Just give a generic
The
name.
secretary.
That's Steph.
Ashley.
Steph, yeah.
Ashley. We have Ashley and her little brother.
Ashley and Taterhead.
Ashley,
Tater-
Taterhead.
Oh, yeah.
So it's me, him, and little brother
Yes.
in the back seat, and then Taterhead driving, and
Yes.
Ashley in the passenger seat.
Yes,
And
allegedly.
this didn't all happen, guys, by the way. We are kidnapped, and this dude's like, I want to go smoke some weed. And
Yeah.
I don't have any, and I'm pissed.
Yeah.
I need weed. This is Potato Head saying
Yes.
this. I know a place where we can get some. I can go in and ask so-and-so, and he'll give us some.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, if you want to do that, I don't partake, but if you do,
Yeah.
cool, go do it.
Fine, yeah.
This dude walks up casually to a front door. It looks like he's about to knock. Elbow. Boom. Front kick. Bust down the door.
Into the door. Holy
Looks-
shit. I gotta
goes
let this fat guy
directly to where he believes the stash is of someone he knows, apparently. Perhaps an op at this time.
Perhaps.
And he
Excuse me.
decides, I'm going to go straight to where I believe the stash is and break down the glass dresser and find it. Dude runs out 30 seconds later.
This is unbeknownst to us
Fuck,
completely.
F. Oh, shit. I didn't get anything, but I looked directly into the house camera and the alarms went off and they're going
punched it.
crazy.
And punched the camera.
And punched the camera, threw it on
Allegedly.
the ground, allegedly. Drives off, and we're on the back seat like, dude, you said you fucking knew this guy. He's like, I did know the guy.
No, listen, hold on. This is okay. So what's happening right this very second, okay, is the fact that we are innocent in this. We genuinely did not know what happened here. So the real deal is, yes, exactly what he said.
Allegedly.
We were allegedly.
Fictionally.
Yes. What I recall from whenever we sat down and wrote the screenplay was that the Taterhead character was supposed to go to the door and acquire said property
From a friend.
From a friend, yes, and it was going to be a genuine transaction. He had to go get like a pole sander or something. He had to get high up doing some drywall. But no, that was not the case, and we were very soon to find that out. Okay,
Bro,
yes,
the energy in that car after he did that was so... We were kidnapped at that point because he's doing high speed getting
We were
out of there.
kidnapped.
And we're just in the back seat like, do we jump? Like, do
Dude.
we leave Ashley and her poor little 13-year-old step or brother?
And AJ, bro, yeah, Ashley and AJ. Ashley
Man, do we
Jr.?
leave AJ's 13-year-old ass and Ashley, the nice woman,
they
in
can
the
only-
car with this felon at this point? No, we sit through it, drive by multiple police going towards the house. I'm wanting to be like, officer, help me.
No,
I'm not a snitch though, so I wrote it out, and that was on Super Bowl Sunday. Went back. That dude didn't get anything he
even
wanted.
get-
Fled the state.
Yeah, he
Was this
soon
when the
left.
49ers lost?
No.
Oh.
This
Yeah,
was years ago.
and we were
Allegedly,
and,
in my novel I wrote, fictional.
It turned out he sang like a canary in the screenplay, and yeah,
Ashley called me one day and she was like, "Yo, the police are gonna call you. Say this, or just tell the truth. Like, we know the truth. Say the truth." And I was like, "Why would the police call me? Like, why me? Am I the?
Yeah, what
did he
the
tell?
fuck are
Did he
you
say it was
talking
my
about?
fault? It's on camera. He
Yeah.
disrupted a
why would you call me?
crazy
You're on
dude.
Camera.
I know
They
that was
have his
surpri-
face taking
Dude,
everything.
Yeah, and he
Dude,
flees the state,
holy
gets caught.
shit.
Super Bowl Sunday, though, interesting day. I remember that.
That was a ridiculous day.
It was, dude, and yeah, like you said, suppress it to the back of your mind. We didn't do anything wrong, man, but like,
No.
You know, thinking about it, when we were younger on Super Bowl days, we probably could have been arrested for trespassing.
Was that when we were? Was that
when we used to ding dong ditch and just lay in people's yards?
Dude, that was fucking great.
In hindsight, dude, ding dong ditching is pretty freaky. Like, you're an adult, say you live alone. Someone rings your doorbell at 1 a.m. You go outside, no one's there. That's kind of fucking
That's
creepy,
kinda
bro.
scary,
You get a
bro.
Ring camera, guys. Like,
well, back in the day, I mean,
we didn't mean any
I can
harm.
assume it was. I can assume it wasn't that bad back in the day.
it was probably a lot of kids back in the day. That was like their way of fun before
Yeah.
like technology was invented and everything.
And to be
Walk around the
honest,
neighborhood
it
and run.
in our neighborhoods, I mean, you know.
We had a
Yeah,
good
we were
laid out
just-
neighborhood for it.
We just
for sure.
rode
Yeah.
bikes around and wreaked havoc upon everyone else that lived within the nearest like 5 miles. We rode manufactured vehicles,
Yes.
fabricated vehicles, fictional vehicles.
Yeah, fictional for sure. A lot of fiction in this podcast
Oh
that
my
is not
God.
fiction at all, by the way.
There's
This
a-
is real.
Another member of the. No, he actually hasn't officially been crowned a Don. Was gonna be, whenever Zach left his fucking car on during the baseball game. We went to Huntsville.
Yeah.
we drove from Central Texas to Huntsville, and this man left his vehicle running. He just hopped out, grabbed his shit, and got on the bus, and the car was still running.
Dude, we're 4 hours away at this point playing a baseball game. We're not going to be back till
Dude,
18 hours after you left the car running.
We left that morning at like
But at 10 a.m.?
8. Yeah.
Got
We
back
had
12 hours later at the
to-
earliest.
It was nighttime.
Could have got his car stolen.
His car, should have.
But it was just running the whole time.
Running
in the
whole
band
time.
parking lot. Like you pull.
Was
in,
it still running when he got there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
headlights
all,
on.
we
dude.
parked, I parked right beside him, or he parked right beside me because he pulled up late, and I was like, "Dude, your car's on."
He was like, "Oh shit, must have forgot."
Oops.
He was like, "Bro, my tank's on." He was like, "I have half a tank now," and I was like, "Yeah, dude."
Yeah. Back then, dude, that's like
Yeah, that
we were
sucks.
pinching for pennies back in high school,
Bro,
like
yeah,
going
we
off
were-
allowance when we first got our cars.
It was change paying for gas.
Yeah, man.
Then again, gas was only 180 back then.
Oh yeah, back when I was a kid.
Dude, that almost doesn't even sound like believable anymore.
180, bro.
I know.
We used to pay 185 for a gallon of gas.
Dude, that's crazy. I remember when that got high too. I remember when it was like 160.
Hear me out though. We should keep the wages the same, but make everything twice as expensive.
I just realized
That's what they did. That's what the government's done within the past 5, 6 years, 12 years.
That's what they've done in the past 30. They just fucking find something that they think that they can endorse and just drive.
What
it.
happened to the South being the greatest place to be, and now it's just like everywhere else?
Oh man. Alright, the South, man, we love the South.
Real talk.
Only thing different is our gun laws.
Look, Texas is a good place, guys.
It
Texas is a good state.
Dude,
There's
is.
areas where
We're blowing
it's
up.
intruded,
Our taxes are
by-
actually not that high.
you know, but most of Texas, like if you're Republican conservative, which I like to say I'm moderate, like directly in the middle, by the way, guys.
I like to say
So don't come at me either side. I'm directly in the middle.
I like to say I'm liberal.
Okay. Then go to Austin, and then if you don't go to Austin,
Kill
you'll be
yourself.
happy in Texas if you're leaning right or whatever. You'll be
Yeah.
happy in Texas. It's
Just
a
a
good
little
state. I'm not gonna tell you which side of politics to pick. It's all whatever you grew up believe. But
Either way,
Texas is a
it's,
good place, man. It's like a top 5 state. What do you think the S tier state is? Only one S tier state out of all
Texas.
50. Texas. Texas. I would argue Texas is. It would probably win if you did a poll.
And it's,
See, I would
yeah.
say Texas if it wasn't so fucking. The weather wasn't so shitty.
What do you think, Colorado?
Weather-wise, Colorado. Laws and stuff, Texas.
Texas, yeah.
Yeah.
I wish
And-
they would
and
legalize
price of
marijuana in
living,
Texas. But
Fucking.
I have a few gripes with Texas,
You
but
know what?
overall, I think it's a great place.
That is
You know
the
what?
only. That
Weather.
is my only complaint with Texas
Weather.
is the weather.
Yes,
I
I
hate the
agree,
weather.
man. I'm
I'm
on the
gonna
same boat.
I'm gonna have to say, actually, if it's a 50-50 on my side, I'm gonna argue Montana.
Montana, yeah, is pretty good too.
Montana, and it's,
It's
it's
just
super
super
low
cold.
key.
Yeah,
Low
It's just
key.
super cold there.
yeah.
You get like negatives.
Damn, I should have forewarned y'all
Now.
and asked y'all to do y'all's also research. I've done due diligence on this missing persons case out of Utah. Speaking of the devil, and because it's a cold case, it's still open, but it's cold right now. But it's pretty fucking obvious that who did it happened. Now I won't go throughout it all. It's too much for me to explain right now.
Okay.
It's a lot.
That's fair.
Is this the guy that got dismembered into a barrel? I saw something about this today.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
No,
I
it's
saw
not.
that
All right,
too.
continue.
I saw that
Yeah, no.
shit too. Some dude got dismembered
He got
into
Dahmer,
an
basically,
oil
yeah.
barrel behind the killer's house.
Like some Dahmer stuff. Like
He was his body was
y'all remember
dismembered,
where?
shoved in an oil
No.
barrel.
Remember where it
No,
was?
I don't remember where.
But go ahead though. Go ahead.
Well, this will make sense because if it was in Utah, then that's where they found the kid. Because this happened in May, the 28th, Labor Day. He disappeared on Labor Day, and then they haven't found him, but like the circumstances are like this kid's grandpa. His name is Dylan Round. This kid's grandpa, he was from Idaho, and his dad was from Nevada, and yada yada. I mean, they're like all right there. If you look at where he was in Utah and where he was trying to grow crops. It was like in the middle of the fucking desert. Like literally, he was within 5-10 miles of fucking Nevada and 20 or 30 from Idaho. So there's like up there in the corner, in a desert. It's called the Western Desert in Utah. But anyway, his grandfather bought him this farm, and he's 19. It was like 400 or 500 acres, and it's like on the foothill of this mountain. There's like a couple mines in there. Utah is like all mines. Fucking.
Bro, Utah's beautiful.
I know.
Go ahead.
It is an underrated state. Just Mormons. Bro, you know they moved. Speaking of the Mormons went to Utah, or excuse me, the Latter-day Saints, officially.
There you go.
Went to Utah in 1640. 1640.
Oh, fuck! That's a long time ago.
Yeah, 1640.
That's like
was
early.
the latter. It was from England.
Wow.
Because
That's that's before like.
It was before the England and Spain.
Yeah, before we were settled like fully.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Way
Damn.
before.
So this is theirs. All right.
Yeah,
We'll give it to you.
1740 was when we got. Yeah, 17 or like 36 was when we got.
So are the Latter-day Saints
East, the Northeast?
Are they the S tier human beings?
No, that would be. Unfortunately, not.
I do want to talk about that, but I want you to finish your story though. I do.
Okay, so yeah, I'll give you Cliff Notes. I'll give you all the Cliff Notes of this investigation because it left
under 2 minutes.
Ready, bang. So y'all got the forefront. This kid has a farm. He's 19 years old, 400 acres, but it's out in the middle of nowhere. Anyway, regardless, he gets these crops to grow. He's about to harvest them. He's excited about it. He's literally on the way to like get his equipment ready, his harvester and stuff ready to be like greased up, gassed up, air in the tires, all that shit, getting ready so he can go harvest. And he makes one phone call. It's literally just him out there. Like I said, his parents were split up when he was very young, but his dad lived in Nevada, but like into Nevada, so it was more like an hour away. His mom lived in Idaho, so it was just him. And then there was a squatter that he found that he ended up hiring initially, like over a while, because he had that place for a couple of years. And this is the person in question. So there was the squatter, and then there was a friend of the kid's grandfather's who would also come over and help. But that guy doesn't matter. Long story short, since it was him out there on his own, he only lived in the camper. This kid, he was 19 years old, running this farm. The squatter was like in his late 50s, 60, and he, like I said, hired him on, let him do all this help, was paying him and gave him a spot. Instead of kicking him out, was like, sure, you can come on and help. His parents think that old dude was like fucked up in the head because he was already squatting out in the middle of the goddamn desert on a mountain.
Yeah.
And that he just got pissed off one day and snapped and didn't, just has been so out of touch with society that he killed the kid. And here's the deal. He called and checked in with one member of his family. His grandmother was close, actually, was the closest one, but she never like went out until like the search party did. Anyway, but he would call one of his family members like at least once or twice a week, they said, and just to like give him updates Otherwise, they knew where to find him. It was just, he had everything that he needed out there, equipment, all that shit.
Continue.
Shit, you're good, bro. It's fine. We're good. It can be out.
What can be out? Continue.
Yeah, you got deodorant on. You're good.
Let me hit that vape.
I would like to also, but so he calls his grandmother and was like, hey, just talking to her, updates her. He hadn't called her in a couple weeks, so he was like, I'm gonna call her this time, and then they would relay to the rest of the family. Long story short, calls her, and then that's the last call he made to them, and that's the last time they heard from him. So after a week, everybody was like, all right, nobody's heard from him. Like, you heard from him. Everybody was like, no, fuck. So they all went. And then when they got there, his truck was locked. His truck was never locked. And his camper was wide open, and there was nothing wrong with it. He had a pistol case, and they usually kept his gun. Apparently, his parents were trying to find his gun. His gun wasn't in his pistol case initially. Neither was the keys to his truck, and his truck was locked, which never happened. And his truck was spotless, other than the wheel wells. Allegedly. No, I'm just kidding. This doesn't have to be alleged. This is a wide open case. If you'd like to follow up with this, Dylan Round. I'm gonna follow up after I get done with this and see if that motherfucker was the one that they found in the bucket. That'd be crazy.
Okay, all right.
But so anyway,
the truck's locked.
Truck's locked, keys are gone, and then the old squatter dude, gun's gone, and then old squatter dude is cleaning out the thing. The sheriff's department, they've got like a couple FBI guys there because it had been weeks at this point, and then he's all of a sudden cleaning out this. He's got 4 trash bags, and they found this out after the fact, so they don't know what's in the trash bags. Trash bags disappear. Homeboy gets arrested for questioning. Lawyers up, can't get asked any questions, and that was like last month that he lawyered up. So he'd been arrested. Anyway, they pinged his phone because they didn't know where that was.
The squatter?
They pinged Dylan's phone. The kid's phone. Mm-hmm. Because they were like, well, he went missing. The last anybody heard from was that day. So ping his phone, see where it's been, see if it's still on. It was going like it made his place was like 500 acres, but it said it was gone. It went within. It just went all the way around that place. It went everywhere. And he never did that. Like, he would be his typical thing. Like, they went a couple weeks back, and it was like to this field, and then it was around the field, and then it was like back to the house, and then it was like to the grain barn, and then it was like around it, and then it was like back to the house. Yeah. But this, it was like fucking going like literally everywhere. So they're like, okay, this is fucking weird. And then they find his boots. And like the way this is set up is that piece of land, because it's out in the middle of the desert in Utah, so you pretty much just have to put fences around it, and it's at the base of this mountain. So the mountain comes down, and you drive in this way, and then you go in. It's a county road and then just farm roads. There's only one county road that goes through it, but he's got anyway. And there's no like houses. It's out in the middle of nowhere. He just has one building that he parks his grain barn in, the big open fucking trailer whenever he harvests everything, so that way it doesn't get soaked. So he just has that. And then where his camper and his truck, and then he parks tractors and all that type of shit, had like a little pond dug out. So just to give you the layout, like it's desert with fences and maybe a building and some trucks, tractors, shit like that. And then, actually, there was 2 ponds because one by his house.
Well,
the pond matters.
Fucking minutes, bro. I said 2 fucking minutes.
How long is this story?
Dude, it's intriguing.
Get to the fucking
but you can
potatoes.
adding more information.
There's so much. There's so much.
All right, but all right.
The kid's gone.
2 ponds, not one. There's 2.
And then
one of them has fucking striped bass.
No, it was weird because it was a tennis shoe and a boot, and the tennis shoe was untied. No. They found the boots with blood, then it was gone. Long story short, the kid's gone, the dude's gone, and there's no information, and they can't find him, and nobody knows where the fuck he's at. And they're just trying to figure out where the fuck this kid's at. So if you have any information about Where's Dylan, go to where'sdylan.com.
Dude, it's in Utah in the desert. He definitely got abducted by some blues.
Thank you.
So, or some grays.
Or he was dismembered and put in the back of a barrel.
But speaking of like grays and blues, they would be S-tier human beings. Who's the S-tier species of being? Because I'm gonna give you my answer first, and I don't think you'll agree, but it's a funny answer. I'm gonna go Australians.
Yeah?
Their accent, S-tier. The way they live life, fearlessly, S-tier. Honestly, dude, like the fights this weekend are in Australia.
We're good.
The crowd is amazing. Like the people there just have good banter.
Yes.
They know how to take a joke,
and they say
and they have fun. You talk
Australian
banter.
women S tier.
Australian women, dude. You banter at an Australian dude, or they banter at you. You flip them off. They're like, yeah,
they're like,
everybody,
go,
mate. And they fight. They have kangaroos over there too. So
bro, yeah.
That's not about the
They've
people.
got Polynesian genes. They've got Aboriginal genes.
So who's your S tier human being? If you had to like really think about it.
The cobalt miners that are in Libya.
I said a species of people. not. All right. So what would you consider then? Just white people? You think white people are S tier, bro?
Whoa.
Dude.
How dare you?
This is what I had a soundboard because I would already have queued up like one of Hitler's march
I don't
lines or something.
It's a tough one, man. Like you could argue a couple different.
Well, here's the deal. It's gonna be a fucking combination of everyone, and this is why I don't see color. It's hard to say. Everything's gonna stay on. I don't see color.
It's not about color. Australian people, it's not. They could be white, black.
I'm just kidding.
They could be white, black. Like I think you could argue another good group.
I'm gonna say
you mentioned Polynesians, dude.
I'm gonna say South Americans.
South Americans. So like Brazil, just generally
like Uruguay. No. What's the?
That's Brazil. The big one is Argentina and Brazil, I believe.
Maybe
right?
it's Argentina. Yeah, Brazil's the big one.
What about those dudes on Sentinel Island that have never seen humanity?
Those tribes.
I bet they could kick
I
our
was about
ass.
to say, I bet them
They've seen humanity.
They're not S
motherfuckers
tier.
are S tier.
They're not S tier because maybe they are in a different
They
way.
are S tier.
Because they have their own language. It's not like we would be able to understand them, but they can understand each other from that sense.
No, because if
In
it
the art
came
of
down
war,
to
they'd be
it,
special.
they would survive longer than us.
But they're not intelligent. Like they don't have intelligence. That would be a big knock. Because they don't have the resource that we have.
See,
Physically,
I
they're not
say
even
the
that.
intelligence comes in depends on what
But like
situation.
we could bring guns over there and kill them all.
Yeah,
Just because they have so they would need to be intelligent enough to defend, and I don't think
that's
they can.
true.
But they're really good. Like,
But
dude,
they're
if you
good
take
at
out
just regular
intelligence,
survival skills.
survival. You take out intelligence, they're up there at the top of the top
Yeah,
for sure.
You gotta think like an S tier civilization or an S tier thing would have to be able to either like be able to be consistent and be able to I don't know what it's considered.
Evolve
it's not like
quickly?
subsistence. Well, you would need to be able
if we're
to
talking that, Japan.
Japan,
they're a pretty consistent people.
Right.
even if you look at their architecture,
The reason I
their,
say
their
no-
architect technology, just the
religion.
technology in general is way more advanced.
it is the structure of the cities.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, it's because they steal the fucking. Even Japan steals the intellectual property of us.
Mm-hmm.
We just have too many restrictions on our shit. We can't put out to the public the technology that they put out to their public.
So you think
So that's what I'm saying,
Texans
it
are S
all-
tier?
Bro, easy.
It all just depends. Like,
Bro,
that's what I'm saying.
if you're
Yeah.
Louisiana, S tier civilization.
This Cajun folk.
See, that's just the tough though, because you gotta think it depends on what genre we're talking. If we're talking smarts and stuff, Japan, China. If we're talking firepower and stuff, probably like us, Russia.
You gotta.
If we're talking,
So why not
if
China?
we're
It's
talking
a mix of
all
everything.
around,
Why not China?
probably.
Well, that's S tier. You
different-
got to pull it in all around. You got to have.
So
I'm
we're
talking
talking
about
all-
top tier, top one.
They
we're
have
talking all around. It's either us, China, or Russia. Those are the three S.
And it's so
Because we have intelligence, we have firepower, we have fucking everything.
it's so
no matter
basic to
what.
say those three places.
That's what
but
I'm
it's
saying.
Right.
It's right though.
It-
But it's right.
Listen.
We're the three firepowers of the world, or main army powers or whatever of the world. We have all the most technology.
But you got to
I mean-
think about if you want.
Only difference is
Hold on.
we have more
God
allies.
damn it. If
Right.
you want to put yourself on the platform of an S tier civilization, you have to be able to, like, fuck just this rock, dog.
I would put Anunnaki ahead of us.
That's what I'm saying. We've got shit that we've got this
Yeah.
rock we're limited to a couple
But we
hundred
don't know what's
million
out there.
acres. want to be S tier.
I know what's out there a little bit because
That Russian
certain circumstances.
That
but
certain Russian that Russian monkey is gonna be his genes should carry the S tier civilization because he's seen it. He's there.
dude, speaking of tier list and S tier, I want one more and I won't bring this up again.
Mm-hmm.
We're on tier list. You could pin
No,
this as a
fuck it.
tier
We're
list
gonna
section.
keep going his tier list.
S tier animal, land animal.
Oh, easy. Fucking capybara, bro.
Just for cutes and giggles.
No, no. The capybara is the
They're
largest.
actually pretty big.
Is the largest.
They're pretty
land,
fucking big.
It's the
They're
largest,
large, but they're not very
Yeah, that's true.
like aggressive.
Yeah, that's true.
I would put like
But
you
they're
know the
very
jaguar,
intelligent.
the
The bear.
gorilla,
I'd say
the
the
bear.
bear. The bear.
I was gonna say bear.
Bear's
are-
OP, bro. I'd put the bear against anything in the wild.
You take bear over gorilla, even with the disposable
fuck,
thumbs,
bro.
because the
my
claws.
God.
Because the claws.
Easy.
Because the claws.
Because the bear
and,
too.
and because bears have thicker skin than gorillas, and gorillas don't have a lot of fat to protect. They do have a lot of muscle though.
A bear's biggest threat is a bear.
Yes. Yeah. Dude, a bear. That is what.
What about a hippo? They're hybrids, but
What about Godzilla?
what about a jaguar?
Jaguar.
You don't think they could kill a bear by sneaking up and using their stealth? I would put them high.
You would need a couple of. They'd need a couple of them though, because bears are
Right.
just. Bro, bears are. That's like what nightmare monsters are like. I think that's like.
You ever seen a bear?
Not a black bear though.
I think that's.
It's got to
like,
be a grizzly.
Got to
bear.
be a grizzly.
Grizzly
Yeah, it's
bear.
gotta be-
With the
It's gotta
cub
be
next
grizzly
to
bear.
it.
What was the.
Mama cub.
What did they call? What was the one that went extinct? Was it a sun bear?
Sun bears, they like honey.
Those are
Oh
the
no,
funny
that's
ones.
that's the one with.
They use their long tongue.
That's what Winnie the Pooh is.
That's the
They're
hard.
called-
That's what Winnie the Pooh is. He's a
Sun bear
bear.
is similar to a black bear, but they're a different skin tone.
Sun
and
bear's
they
the
climb
hard
trees
R.
and use their long tongue to get honey from bees.
So
and
they're
they
the
can't be stung.
they're the hard
They
R
can be.
of the bear community.
The hardest workers, yes, I agree. Not workers.
Hard. They're the hard R of the bear community.
Hardest workers. He would like to repeat. For some reason, it was cutting out and sounding funny when you said it into the mic. So
Yeah, I don't know what's been going on with the fucking microphone. I'm trying to continue. They're the species of bear that went extinct. It was huge.
The Augustine bear?
That is a big bear.
what about a polar bear?
I don't think that's an actual bear.
Dude,
You
those
could
are
argue polar
monsters,
bears
too.
are the S tier.
I don't think Augustine.
there
What,
it
so
is.
what would you put higher, the grizzly or the polar? Because the polar has to survive in extreme conditions, and
The grizzly's more
I would
versatile.
put the
Ooh.
polar.
polar's bigger.
Yeah, the
arguably.
polar's bigger.
Dude, the polar bears are surviving the warmth right
Speaking
now.
of S tier humans, Norwegians had to be up there.
Bro.
They
Yeah,
took
the
on those
Swedes.
grizzlies.
Or, who's
No,
The,
dude, the
Swiss.
Eskimos.
What do you call that area of the world?
Yeah.
The Eskimos.
The
What do you call it?
Inuits.
No, there's the Swedish, the Norwegian, that area of Europe.
Fucking
It's crazy because it's so simple and I know it, but
Yeah.
I'm not. We're on pod and I'm not gonna be able to.
It's
remember
not
it.
Newfoundland. God damn it.
Scandinavian.
Yeah, Scandinavia. There you go.
Scandinavian people are probably up there at A tier. at
Yeah, the
least.
Viking.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're up there.
Traditional, like if you go through history at least.
They might really be like the oldest civilization.
Could be. I heard their ancestors are polar bears.
They were like gypsies came from Vikings.
Yeah, Scandinavia is no place to mess around, but
I thought the
beautiful,
I thought
beautiful
the
place.
Gypsies were the Egypt stuff.
Gypsies are travelers, so they could, or like I don't know where the origin's from, but
Nomads.
gypsy means a nomad traveler.
It was in like
Nowadays.
England. They
England's a big place for
Europe.
gypsies.
Yeah.
Tyson Fury,
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Gypsy
the
King.
Gypsy King.
Yeah. South of Scandinavia. Fucking Germany and
That
shit.
explains his accent.
Oh yeah, that nasty accent.
Oh, it doesn't even make sense to an Irishman, I'd say.
You're
He can whip
You're
anybody's
a
ass.
fucking bum. You're a bum. You're a bum.
He's got
You're
such
nothing.
he's
You'll
got-
never be nothing.
He's got such bass in his chest. Oh yeah, I'm gonna find out who that fucking kid is in the barrel real quick.
Okay, on a real note,
Take it away.
Francis or Fury?
Francis Ngannou versus Tyson Fury. If you are an MMA or boxing fan, this is for you.
Francis.
With the rules, so first of all, the rule set.
The
They're
rule
planning
set.
on using smaller gloves
Yes.
in a cage.
Mhm.
Boxing rules.
Yeah.
4-ounce gloves, cage, boxing rules.
With Mike Tyson as the ref.
We're not gonna talk about the ref, but Francis can win.
Yeah.
But dude, 4-ounce glove Fury is dangerous.
That's what my thing too is. He went up against Wilder.
And his movement is good
There's
for a
no
boxer.
way that Francis hits harder than Wilder.
Wilder hits harder. I'm gonna say it till I die. Wilder hits harder. He's knocked out 41 of 42 opponents and avenged the one time he didn't knock someone out. He knocked him out again in a rematch with over 10-ounce gloves. Francis has 4-ounce gloves. It's easier to knock someone out with 4-ounce gloves than 10-ounce gloves. And
Yeah,
Wilder's
much
done
easier.
it 41 of 42 times, and the one person he didn't do it against, he avenged and knocked him out.
Yeah.
And then Fury, he knocked Fury out cold. That was a robbery. It was a 10 count. The fight was over. I don't want to hear it. Wilder beat Fury in the first match.
In the first match, I think so too.
And then he almost beat him in the third. He dropped him twice, and then that was a war. I loved that fight.
Yeah.
I think Fury beats Francis, and I think Francis comes back to the UFC.
Oh, dude, I don't think he comes back.
Maybe
don't
he'll
think-
take a stand.
I feel like, I don't know. I feel like Dana would be like, nah.
He could do.
I feel like Dana would be like, I already tried to make you the highest paid UFC fighter. Why? What the hell?
Yeah, he did try to make him Mike Tyson of the UFC.
Like, come on.
Now he's trying to be Mike Tyson of Mike Tyson.
Yeah, man.
I mean, he's the only one that's comparable.
Yeah.
It could have been Wilder, but he didn't. He didn't have the tank to be that aggressive.
I do think Wilder would have beat Tyson if they fought in their prime. Now that's dangerous
Probably.
to say because prime Tyson was a small window.
Bro, he's a
Yes.
monster.
Small window of like true prime.
Small
true
window
prime
and hard to
Tyson.
hit at that. Bro, hard to hit at that.
Dude, dangerous. That would have been a great fight, but dude, Wilder's like 6'7", dude.
But
Yeah.
But every fight that, even at that, bro, every fight that Mike Tyson was punching up was better. It was faster.
Like punch out the
Bro,
uppercut.
yeah.
the uppercut.
Yeah.
Dude.
I don't know, dude. Mike Tyson's just a beast.
God damn it, it's insane.
It really is.
No.
I don't know why he doesn't. I need to. Fuck it. I'm
I
gonna be
know where
Luke
you
Cuss.
stand on this. Where do you stand? John Jones and Cyril Gane.
Oh fuck.
Who do you think's winning that fight?
Is it happening? Or just? Oh my.
Heavyweight belt.
Yep,
Holy
it's happening.
Since Francis left.
It's happening.
Dude, I'm scared.
That's what I'm saying. I
Oh,
don't know.
man.
I want to give my analysis real quickly.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Dude, Gane's better on the feet.
Yep.
Gane is
Yeah,
better on the
Gane's
feet than
better
John
on the
Jones.
feet. I
And
would
people
say
will
that.
say otherwise. That's
That's why
not
I'm
true.
scared.
John Jones put on a lot of weight. He's already slow at light heavyweight.
Mhm.
He put on a lot more weight. Cyril Gane moves like a middleweight. Now, John Jones' grappling is really good, but in the past few years, it hasn't been as good.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's fought someone the size of Gane. That's fair to say.
No, he hasn't.
So it's like, is he going to take down Gane, or is Gane going to stuff and hit him with some hooks and knock him out?
But
and
has
drop
it-
kick him
It's
to
just
the
so
body?
hard to say because Gane moves so fast. He
Hasn't-
doesn't move like a heavyweight.
He's
so
gonna be
it's
faster,
so,
probably.
It's so hard. But you gotta.
But
John
hasn't-
Jones is heavier now, and his
That's what I was
wrestling
about to
is
say.
good. So.
And like, wasn't he always having to cut weight? And wasn't he also of one of the people that like had concerning weight cuts? Like he's had like some health damages during his weight cuts, right?
He wasn't too big. He was a pretty
Yeah.
big 205er. He cut a lot of weight, obviously, but
Yeah.
it's a body percent thing. It's not too bad. But dude, he
Yeah,
did
you just
pure
try
strength
yourself
and
out.
conditioning to gain the weight.
Yeah,
It's not like
yeah,
he just
exactly.
got fat. He
Yeah.
did strength
Yeah.
and conditioning. So who knows? His strength, I don't know if he'll be as strong as Gane.
I'm gonna say something. He's got calves now.
See, that's
his
the
legs
thing,
look
though.
bigger.
See, that's the thing, though. I feel like he might be as strong as Gane.
And if he is as
Because
strong as
he
Gane,
is-
his technique's better.
Dude, for how long he's been putting on that weight and stuff, I feel like they did it right.
He's been training with Walt Harris. That's a good training partner.
He's
for
And
done
a
it-
whenever
striker.
he's hitting the pads and stuff, he doesn't look too bad.
And he's done it
For how
completely
heavy he
different.
Maybe the weight's better for him. We
Maybe.
don't know. It's such an
Maybe.
unknown. That's why the fight's so even
I'm
on
just
the
curious
odds.
to see how the power's gonna be.
His head's right now though.
I hope so. He
I mean, he's been acting
smacked
completely.
up his wife in front of his children.
It's gonna be very weird
Oh,
seeing him
yeah.
at heavyweight.
John, I love you, John Jones. I didn't say
God
that. I
damn
might
it.
cut that out. I'm sorry. I want you to.
Bro, how long
Like
ago?
me.
When that was not too long ago, was it?
No.
That was about last year.
Oh
yeah.
god damn it! Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Yep.
Oh,
And his kids had to
shit.
call the security.
Hey, nobody's talking about Dana hitting his wife though.
Yeah.
So his wife smacked him.
And he just so happened to
But
open this-
before his wife smacked him, he was grabbing her wrist aggressively, and she gave him a palm strike.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he gave her a slab, and then he pushed her on the ground. Dude,
He did
if
no
she
slab.
doesn't hit him first, he doesn't hit her back. But if he doesn't grab her, she probably doesn't hit him back either.
Yeah.
So I see both sides, but like, dude, like she shouldn't have hit him, but he definitely shouldn't have retaliated. Yeah. So Dana, I might be in your promotion one day.
It was a coincidence.
It was a lose-lose for both.
Yeah,
it's a lose-lose.
But isn't it a coincidence that around the same time he just so happens to be starting out the slap league?
Free promo. And you know how he never posts about UFC anymore? It's always slap league
and shitty food.
And you notice how Francis?
I don't understand how that got passed. I'm sorry. The slap.
It's
don't
horrible.
understand.
But the ratings
bro.
are dropping now, which is good because I don't think it makes it past season 1.
But dude, know.
Can you imagine Dana's ego? What he's gonna do if that fails? Dana failed at a business venture.
Yeah.
Dude, everyone's gonna mock him. Even though he's great being the president of the UFC.
Another
great job at the UFC, but like, dude, that's not it. That slap league's not it. That's pure brain trauma with no defense. At least in MMA, you can defend yourself.
Dude,
you can get submitted.
Maybe if it was a slap league where it's like MMA, you go in a cage and you just slap box. Bro, fuck you. I'm all for that shit. Let's go.
Defend, bro.
No ground game or nothing. It's just slap boxing.
That's
it.
Come
on.
Where I hear your side, there has to be a cull.
A what?
Do you know how big the population is?
8 Bill?
Let them dumb motherfuckers slap themselves.
Natural selection.
Thank you. Preach.
All right.
We speak the truth here at the boss's office.
Speaking of the truth, I do want to mention real quick the law of attraction. It's real.
Okay.
And not in the sense that if you say, I want a fucking Lambo, you're going to get a Lambo.
Yeah.
But in the sense that if you want a Lambo and you say it and you want to work hard for a Lambo,
then you're going to
get a Lambo.
Mm-hmm.
I said when I was young, I want to work at a golf course, then I want to get the job at the spot I'm going to work at next, and then I want to do a side hustle, which involves martial arts. And I'm doing 2 of the 3, and I'm going to get the 3rd this year.
Soon.
And it's because I said over and over as a child, that's what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And you just got to be able to go and do it.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts? Do you think the law of attraction's real? Like, in a sense? Like, not just pure, like, I want this, I'm going to have that one day. Not just I'm going to pray and I'm going to have that just because I prayed. You got to go and work for it. But I think if you work for it, dude, and you keep mentioning, like, that positive, like, reinforcement, like, I'm going to go do that.
Yeah.
I think it can come true
just
no matter what.
I think so, too.
I meant to mention that earlier.
Yeah, because, like, I don't... See, that's hard to put into terms. Yes, I somewhat believe in it, but I think...
I'm with you. I kind of believe it. I kind of don't. I'm like...
Because it's like, of course, like, obviously I have things in my life that, like, the position that I'm in right now came from me being like, okay, I'm tired of this other bullshit or the shit that I was going through, so, like, fuck it, I'm gonna bust my ass for me instead of, like, cutting out a piece or having somebody cut out a piece of their pie to then pay me. And, like, fuck that, I want the whole check. And I'm gonna divvy it out. So, like, in that sense, yes. Because I did have something that, like, drove me, and it was, like, in a sense, like, not having to... I just looked at that, having a boss, and this is just me. I don't want anybody to share. But, like, I just looked at working under somebody being, like, either I owe them or, like, it wasn't allowing me to put my all into it because, like, it was like, well, why would I give 100% to something that's not myself? I don't know. It's hard.
The reason I bring it up is because John, we were talking about John Jones.
Yes.
He said as a kid,
yes,
he would do things and he'd be in his room and he'd be like, I'm gonna go to the kitchen to get this. My mom's gonna be in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And like his mom would be in the kitchen, or he'd be driving. That light next to my house is gonna be green when I get there.
Yeah.
Like he would do tests like that to like try to like put it in his brain.
And
then he ends up becoming like the best fighter of all time by using that same method, but towards his craft.
Yeah. See, I think that they're just...
So I don't know if that's coincidence.
I wouldn't call it coincidence either. That motherfucker just had willpower. And then obviously once he got to this point, now what is that thing? You know what I'm saying? That's the problem I see in putting it that way. You know, like in that specific sense, that you just limit yourself because then at some point you're going to run out of those things.
Yeah, it's like a game of chance almost. Like, yeah, you're going to hit sometimes, you're going to miss other times.
Yeah.
It's like playing blackjack. I'm gonna get a black card. Put all your money on black, or playing roulette. Playing roulette.
Exactly.
Put all your money on black.
Yeah.
It hits red, and you're like, "Fuck that." Law of attraction sucks. Like
Exactly.
manifestation isn't real.
See,
But then you get the black, and you're like, "God, I just manifested that." Like
See,
it gives you willpower inside almost.
I don't think it's manifestation as much as I think it's more intuition. It's more of that thing that we were talking about way earlier at the very beginning of like the frequencies and like where ideas exist and where we exist within the ideas or if they exist within us. Like, I think that if you find one of those things, or if you are at the same wavelength of one of those things and it's attracted to you, and you put your energies into that. Just like, I mean, if you think about it in the sense, and I'm gonna put this in explicit terms, if you think about it that one small cum, and the egg is small too, like that makes a person. Like if I can implant this idea and plug it into these things that I've created outside of that idea, then that can make something out of it too. That's how I look at it. Like if you put your all into something, of course you can make that manifest because that's all that you're devoted towards.
Your energy is going towards that. Your frequency is going towards that.
So like if you're only expecting that, and that's the steps that you're taking, like you're putting that in your path, and that's all that you're doing is to get towards that. Then yeah, you're 100% going to get towards that. Because that's like the same thing. Like genuinely, like I can put it as an example. Like I set a goal if I could do that with $500. Like how fast can I make $500? And then how fast can I make $1,000? And you get to that, and you're like, well, fuck. Why don't I tell myself how fast can I get to $1 million? But like you know what I'm saying.
You gotta set short-term goals and long-term goals at the same time.
Yeah.
Kinda like when I first started training MMA, I was like, I want to be in the UFC, but like also, dude, like. I want to be able to submit someone in practice first. Yeah. Like I want to be able to get my blue belt one day.
You gotta have those short-term goals to meet that long-term goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a cumulative. Like the more short-term goals you can acquire yourself is gonna help you towards your main goal of getting the big goal.
Yeah, it's like the long-term goal is the main goal, and then short-term ones are like the side quests.
Open world side quests.
Yeah, exactly.
Makes the story better.
Yeah,
makes the ending better.
They're optional.
Endings.
They're optional, but you're gonna do them because it makes the story better.
And then when you beat the story, you're gonna get a secret cutscene at the end because of the optional side quest, and it's gonna make the ending sweet.
It just it helps you out in the long run.
Yeah.
Makes it a little more. What's the word I'm looking for? More. Like exciting, more
motivating.
Yeah, more motivating.
Gratifying. Yeah.
Hey, will you hit break real quick? Just real quick. I gotta tell you something off air.
Yeah, we're gonna take a quick break. I gotta pee also.
I do too.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break, get some drinks back.
Much later.
He's pretty.
It was the self-assurance.
Oh, we're back.
We are indeed, and my keyboard is no longer
active.
Keyboard has left the chat. For some reason.
Well,
can I get an F in the chat, please, for the keyboard?
Well, we could premiere this, yeah. So if we have a chat, we'll premiere it in the chat. Just put F's in the chat. Please.
We'll never financially recover from this at the boss.
Oh, not F's in the chat, dude. That's the end of a career.
How could you do this to us? Like a Nintendo 64 disc. Let's see if it worked.
Dang, dude, you broke the podcast. How'd you even get it back from the Be Right Back screen?
I can click. I cannot be a lazy bastard.
Was you clicked on it, bro. I was like, what the fuck? How you doing? Oh my! I looked like I saw a ghost, dog.
Somebody walked in on you right there. Right there.
That moment of realization, bro.
He said, "Oh fuck."
Damn it, bro.
That was gold.
God,
that was fucking golden. Jesus Christ.
Oh shit.
Let's continue the album. There's been a bunch that have come out actually. More than what I just talked. I mean, you got to consider recently still like as of October.
Right. Growing up, I was always a fan of like rap.
Yeah.
And then like when I was in high school, it was trap music was blowing up, like space rap, trap music. I really fell off of that recently. That's not where I find my inspiration anymore, bro. It's like listening to artists experiment, like when Tyler the Creator did Igor, and it's like so experimental, but it's not rap, it's alternative. It's so different from what you expect. Even Flower Boy, when he dropped that. Dude, when artists make moves like that and they blow up, like, because they blow up from doing boring SoundCloud rap.
Yeah.
So most people want to stick to that, but when an artist goes out of their lane and then succeeds, because I don't care if it's good or not, I think if you do something unique, that's cool regardless. But when it succeeds, like Yachty's album or like Igor wins a Grammy, it's like, dude, that pays off so much to just be different than the rest.
Yes.
And so many people want to be like the rest because they want to get there.
Yes.
But bro, being different than the rest is what makes music unique and good. And like I love
Exactly.
what Lil Yachty did, bro.
I can share that because like I want to go make it another full circle. We've got the fucking Olympic right now.
I got to stand for my watch.
Go ahead. It's time to stand. We've got, it's like an infinite circle because like I just lost my train of thought. I shouldn't have hit the indica. We've been off the ZA.
CBD.
Father has taken
CBD.
allegedly.
Delta 8.
Father has taken a tea break, as I said this weekend. It's.
I don't know what this guy's talking about.
It's
I am on
murdering me.
nothing but
You
beer.
guys know what we're talking about. This is not okay for kids.
I've only been drinking beer.
And we're a solid hour 30 into it. This might be part of the page. We might have transferred over into the page.
This is the Patreon
This is
section.
the
of the show.
welcome to the Patreon section.
I was
of the
about to say,
show.
we're past the YouTube 15-minute mark.
We're way
This
past
is the Patreon.
Oh, we didn't even make it 15.
No, we didn't.
I said the F word about 4 minutes in.
Yeah.
But you're probably not
I'm not
able
getting
for
monetized.
monetization anyways yet.
No.
Not
Because
yet.
you got to get a certain amount of views
Yeah,
and stuff.
not yet.
So it takes a little bit.
Yeah, I'm
and
good.
Subscribers. So
I'm
we're
good to go. Yeah.
We're good.
Like we can thirst trap people. Like I can just make y'all feel like this is what it's
So
gonna be.
now that we're tipsy, let's get into the juicy stuff.
Fuck
Give me
yeah.
a juicy topic.
Let's. Okay. I've been so crowded with history and
No more history.
learning. Yeah, I'm not about that either.
Well,
Not in
not
school.
this second.
We did enough of that in school.
This is... Never mind.
I was gonna say, it's best. I was gonna tie back into the creative process thing. Like I understand what you were talking about. A juicy topic, a small juicy topic would be like. That's where I was going with it. We're back. The train has just reconnected, and we're back on the fucking. All right, back. What I was saying here was where you like to listen to the experimental side of things. I like same thing here. Like I like to go through and listen to where they were. Like if I hear on an interview that they're like that's my favorite song, it's the best song I think I've ever made, I'll listen to those specific songs just to see where they're at, and then back on the wavelength thing, like just to see if as an experiment, I guess you could say to that, just to see if I could meet that wavelength, especially if I'm already in the mood of like creating. And it's not even like, it's never honestly rap at this point anymore.
It's just
whenever I'm gaining my for making rap beats, whenever I'm gaining my this or whatever, trying to find that inspiration, trying to find the idea, trying to figure out what sound I want to put on where, I listen to, like I said, I'll go through and do that and listen to what they were doing, and it'll be anything. I mean, fucking Pink Floyd, like you said. I listen to Zeppelin a lot. Sometimes I'll listen to a country song just to make fun of it too. I'll listen to Garth Brooks just to fucking laugh, be like, he's a psychopath, just to get like the villain energy, because that's the line I like to ride personally in my life. If y'all couldn't tell that either, I like to be the villain in the situation, not evil, but I prefer
anti-hero.
Yeah, exactly.
I love anti-hero.
Yeah,
that's me too.
Yeah, I don't want to be the fucking
say shit that needs to be said.
Yeah,
very aggressively.
Just make people
but
cry.
You're not a bad guy.
No, yeah, I'm not.
Why country music?
I'm not gonna hurt it.
Why do you like country music?
It's melodic. It's very soothing.
Dude, I was brainwashed into me.
Most suicides happen. Last thing most people that commit suicide listen to is country music. I wonder why.
Well, so
that's not relevant anyways.
I
just want to know why you like country.
It speaks to the soul.
Because
it's relatable.
It's always sad.
It's what everybody's actually thinking.
So here's the deal.
Where we're from.
For one,
Texas.
For one, I was like I've explained it in another podcast, like where my music sense and taste comes from, and like I gave up a huge list of albums. I remember, like, I'm sure y'all fucking remember too. One of y'all's parents had the big CD case, like the huge book.
Bro.
And they were like,
country music.
Hey, hand me. It was everything, bro. It was everything.
My mom's was a lot of country.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is maybe why I'm not a fan, because I overheard it.
Exactly. See, mine's a little different. Like I've heard that, but I'm the same. I share that because like growing up, like in high school and shit, when it changed, I don't like modern country music at all.
You listen to older country most of the time, which
Yeah.
I understand because there's some old country bops. Like
Yeah.
I like the sadder stuff, like the more
Yeah.
sad, like you were saying, melodic type of country, like the.
I try to find those. I try to find like you said, the bops. Like a lot of them honestly aren't fucking sad songs. Like now that I know what I want to listen to, and it's not like just trying to find the sound still.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't listen. It's not any sad country music.
Yeah, because for me it was like I grew up listening to rap. And I was like, because it's a dominant genre. Like rap's been the most popular genre in America for a little bit, and I was like never a fan of rap or rock. But now I go back and I listen to like Pink Floyd from the '70s, dude, like 1973.
It's so good.
And I'm like, this is fire, bro. I was listening to Have a Cigar the other day.
So good.
And the ending of the guitar, bro, and then the song just abruptly cuts right at like the best guitar note I've ever heard, the best riff I've ever heard from a guitar. Yes. The song ends abruptly, and I'm like, this is fucking art in the 70s.
It's A.
And I understand why the 70s was like it was now. But like I didn't like that growing up.
Yeah.
But now I do. It's like the way your brain can change in an instant and throughout time as
dude,
well.
That's why I listen. That's why you know, I listen to literally every genre of music.
Me too, nowadays.
The rock shit, bro, I love the instruments. The riffs that the guitars do, the way that the drummers are just fucking going ham on the fucking bass drums and shit with their feet and stuff.
Do you have a specific genre of rock that you like? Or is it just kind of all like
if I want to listen to mainly guitar stuff, I go to heavy metal because there's just riffs on riffs on riffs, and there's just shredding the whole time.
I love psych rock, bro.
But if I'm like actually trying to like listen to like lyrics and stuff like that, I just go to regular 2000s rock. That to me is probably the best era of rock you can get.
I love psych rock with like the high vocals and like the synths, like the Tame Impala style.
Oh,
honestly,
I
the
love
Yachty album,
Tame Impala,
Pink Floyd, like those type of artists, man. I really fell in love with that recently, more so than ever, man.
My go-to rock every time is the 80s and stuff.
And the true inspiration for all of this shit I mentioned was the Beatles, bro.
Beatles,
that's the true inspiration of everything
Beatles
I just
really
mentioned,
good, bro.
to a certain extent.
I've found a new love for the Beatles because of Michael. Yeah, he's the biggest Beatles fan I know, and dude, that motherfucker has made me have a new love for the Beatles.
I remember we used to go to his dad's back when we were like in 4th grade. Dude, his dad had like the Godfather posters and then a ton of Beatle records, like the vinyls, bro.
Oh, they still have them too.
Even before the Ranch, before it was Melody.
Those are like the beginnings of like the new like age of music, or the new now old age of music.
Well, dude, it's awesome, honestly, to see that vinyls are still real big.
They're huge.
They're huge.
You can find classic vinyls, and dude, people charge a lot of money.
I never realized that people still listen to those.
And it's a great collectible too. And a lot of people.
Like I went to last time I was in Austin. I went to 6th Street for the first time and stuff. There was a small little record store right there on 6th Street, and bro, it was filled with all kinds of records that I was like, oh my god, I actually know these and shit.
The worst part is that you can't, like, the very first time that's listened to and the very first time that it's stamped is the best that is going to sound.
Yeah, dude.
That's the one thing.
You find a new genre, man, not in that first listen.
Yeah. Not a lot of people know that, though.
And dude,
especially now. So let's give a PSA. Let's pause real quick. If you are a hipster and you like to jump onto the new vinyl wave and you're going to sit there and play that record for fucking days on a row, it's not going to last days. Okay? It's going to last you like 20 plays. That'll last you like 2 days over, okay? So fucking if you're going to get it, love it.
Man, that's what I did with the Yachty, dude. I listened to it so much over the past week, and I'm like, I still think it's great, but I need to take a break now because I fucking absorbed into it, bro. I was in the music for a whole week, and it was a great week, but now I need to take a step back, and then I'm going to listen to that record 30 years from now and be like, this shit stands up in time.
It's good, yeah.
You're about to say something.
I was going to say, there's just something about listening to it on a record.
It has a different sound.
It's a different
Yeah.
sound, dude. It's just like it's just.
It's the impression in the
It
fucking
sounds so
medium
pure.
of
Everyone
the
says
actual.
Yeah.
It's because it's the actual impression into that medium from the sounds that were
Yeah.
being made right there. That's why it's
It's
everything
just-
is deeper. It's not run through compressors. It's
Yeah.
not
Man,
like second
yeah.
hand.
It's beautiful. I used to go to Target and try to find vinyls of like Frank Ocean, like Channel Orange.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
'Cause, dude, I love Pyramids. That's probably my
yeah.
favorite song ever. I want to hear that on vinyl.
Yeah.
But like I would go to Target not even to buy the vinyls, just to like see what they had, like
Yeah.
the old Beatles records and
Yeah,
stuff.
they've got a bunch of them.
And now you see people collecting them. A bunch of music heads, they'll collect vinyls, bro. And you'll see like Fantano, he does all the music reviews on
Yeah,
YouTube.
yeah.
Needle Drop. He has like
Yeah.
thousands of vinyls in the back of his screen. I'm like, dude, one day I'm probably gonna end up collecting like classic vinyls.
Yeah.
Like from Pink Floyd to like our generation of music.
Yeah.
Like Frank Ocean, The Weeknd. Like
That
After
is-
Hours, I'll probably get After Hours vinyl one day. Like
Yeah.
Ones that I want to get right now are some Mac Miller ones.
Mac Miller, bro. We were talking about music earlier.
Yeah. That's
You
like one of my
used to
biggest.
always
I'm
tell
actually
me.
wearing
That's
one of
like
his shirts
that's
right
like one of
now.
my biggest
Wow.
inspirations in music, like and in life.
You used to always tell me Mac, and I was like,
Yeah.
dude, Mac fucking. I don't like Mac.
Mm.
I didn't like I liked the Red Dot music, but like that era of Mac, I wasn't a huge fan of when he
Yeah.
was just pure rapping. I don't know why. Maybe I was racist towards whites back then.
I've been that way.
But
That's why I
dude,
don't
when
like
I heard
Eminem.
swimming in
I didn't
circles
actually
faces,
start listening to Mac till like high school.
right?
Yeah.
But I was later than that.
It was like senior year of high school though.
He hit a change, divine feminine.
Yeah.
Into
He
swimming
fell in
circles,
love.
into swimming in circles, right?
Yeah.
But the heartbreak was when the real music came for me.
Yeah.
When he took that step, like we were talking about with Igor, with Yanni,
Yeah.
he did that with Divine Feminine onto swimming in circles as
Mhm.
well. Even faces to an extent, but that was a little bit before.
Yeah.
But when he really started, because I know he used to go pick up records. We were speaking of vinyls.
Yeah.
He used to go to vinyl shops, close his eyes, pick random records,
Yeah.
sample those, and
Mhm.
make those into beats.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And the creative process he used, bro, is so inspiring.
Yeah.
And I found a lot of my new stuff that I haven't dropped yet sounded more like Mac than back in the day when it used to sound more like Juice.
Yeah.
It's more like Mac now
Yeah.
because I'm so inspired by swimming and circles because it's
It's
just pure
because-
art. It's not rap, it's alternative, but it's art.
It's the process of genuinely putting what you feel like at the moment, or like what you're going through, and like putting it into the sound of it. Like specifically, every single instrument was like he played.
Dude.
And bro, it was like two of his. It was a mixtape. It was Larry Fisherman, and it was one other album that was sampled. Everything else he doesn't even he didn't. It was all pure him. And that's another thing that I thought about that I just didn't want to interrupt you earlier. Was like the thing that I think is the most attractive in people who actually appreciate music for what it is like when it does come from the purest point of music.
Because it comes from an artist doing something they don't enjoy just because that's the sound that's blowing up.
Yeah.
And then once they have an
It's their
established
own.
name, they begin to make their own
That's what
like
shifts,
lane.
That's what shifts.
They're like, I don't need to make this SoundCloud music. I don't need to
Yeah.
make this trap music. I don't need to make this generic
I
pop.
will- Yeah.
I can now do what I want.
I will
Well, yeah, and
say
that's you can take inspiration from the times, but it's mostly just like purely like genuinely just the sound and the music that comes from what you're creating. Like you can still draw inspiration and create it via the inspiration, but like it's just your output. It can still be sampled, whatever. You can pull all
Yeah.
that, but you know.
one of the most unique persons that I've heard so far is he knows fucking JPEG.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
That
JPEG Mafia.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
People like
Holy
fucking.
crap,
No
dude.
offense to any of the people I'm about to name.
And his concert president.
Shy Glizzy. I'll say him.
Fuck that guy.
People like people that should not. People like Blueface. No offense, you're
What do
great.
you, bro?
People like that blow up, but people like JPEG Mafia are underground. Like people like JPEG Mafia should be the ones blowing up.
I'm gonna say all offense.
LP is the best album of the
I've-
fucking year.
I
I'm
have never heard anybody do any kind of style of rap
Sorry.
that JPEG does.
It's so
No.
glitchy and
It's
like
just
it's
so,
lyrical and deep.
It's weird as fuck,
Yeah.
but
I love
it
it, though.
works.
It
Yeah.
works.
It works. It all goes in
'Cause
together.
it's different.
Yes, and it's just so. it's so unique and melodic at the same time and shit. It's nice.
You said yesterday
nice.
you wouldn't have many albums. You wouldn't have any album as a 10
No.
on your grading scale.
No.
You ranked Shy Glizzy from a 4.7 to a 5.8 to a 4.8
To a 3.7.
to a 3.7 and forgot every time. I think you said Trippie Redd was an 7.9 out of 10, and I disagree completely.
I just said that specific album.
But then you dropped it a little bit.
Yeah.
Dude, that for me is
I
like
take
a 4,
that.
bro.
I'm gonna take that back also a little bit.
There's
There's like 4 songs on that 25 song album that I actually
if I make a like criteria, an album has to be really good to be an 8+ for me. Like really good. I would put LP by JPEG Mafia as a fucking 9. It's like 20 some songs, and I mean it's probably like a 9.7. I probably like 19 of those songs. I probably like 20 of those songs personally.
Yeah.
I'd put that as like a 9.5, and it didn't get a Grammy nom. But
I'm gonna say that
DJ Khaled does get a Grammy
I'm gonna say
nom.
that too.
Because
respect.
I'm not one to really judge music too much because it's hard for me to hate shit.
I don't just go off what other people like. I like having
Yeah.
takes on music
I like
too.
a lot of shit. There's a lot of shit that people don't like, and I'm like, I kind of thought it was good. Like, I mean, I don't know. I'm very easily enthused by music.
I saw a lot of
like,
people.
It's hard for me to not like something.
Right. When Yachty dropped his album, a lot of people on like the Rap TV, the DJ Academics Instagram comment section, were like, how do you think this album is? They're all like, it's terrible. It's not rap like he used to do. It's not SoundCloud rap. It's horrible. Why would he switch his genre?
Yeah.
Dude, close-minded.
Right.
You got to be more open-minded than that. I know a bunch of those kids are probably like 15, 16, like still in that wave like we were. I used to be in that too. Like I probably didn't appreciate music the same way I do now.
Same.
Oh yeah.
But dude, change is good. People hate change in general.
Yeah.
Change is good sometimes.
Dude, especially now with...
As long as it's subtle.
Well, no, especially now with everything sounding the same.
Yeah.
Literally, like, we need some different shit.
Yeah, anytime you hear
we
something
need
different.
something different.
That comes from this
I
shit.
love whenever somebody else does something different. Because then I'm like, okay, that means new shit's coming. Like,
the new
wave is coming, which is good.
That comes from the generation that's you know, honestly, like realistically, would it make sense to say that like whatever the generation is that's like, I guess it would be Duncan's really, and when we were in it even also, when you're in that generation, they control the music. It's not I guess it's not the generation, but when you're in that specific zone, the 16 or 14 to like 17,
the teenagers control.
Exactly, they make up the most streams, bro.
They control.
Dude, I have phones that would
the
fill.
meta.
I would fill my fucking storage up because I had my mixtapes. I had what was the other one? Hip hop.
Spinrilla.
Well, yeah, and all the way
That
up
one
from
was the
iPods.
best.
Yeah,
I
my
only
shit would
used
be,
Spinrilla for Lil Wayne. I only had Lil
Only
Wayne
for
on it.
Wayne,
I
yeah.
only
That's-
had Lil Wayne on it.
That's why rap's
The
the
other
most
ones
popular
were
genre, though.
on the
'cause
mixtape
kids.
ones.
Yes.
The mixtape ones was all everybody else.
Well,
But
'cause-
Lil Wayne was only Spinrilla.
because kids,
Yeah.
and to be honest,
Mixtape
the genre that has to be just like prohibition. It's and like right now with weed, or you know, I'm not gonna say other drugs because genuinely weed's only, and you know, some shrooms, whatever, some psychs that can be considered what they're not right now, you know. Anyway, that comes with something like that being wanted, like there's a demand for it, but it can't be freely trafficked, if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, like with prohibition, you couldn't drink alcohol, so motherfuckers just went underground.
Right.
Same thing with rap. Like people have been bitching since like the 2000s, obviously since like rap, and since it really got into like hip hop and people started talking about some fucking crazy shit that people were like, you can't say that now, and even TV changed and shit like that. So they had to go to those different, all those different apps, and then that makes it more, you know, more popular, I guess you could say. But there's more of a. Whenever somebody says don't do that, like I'm gonna put a fucking a stack of 10 grand right here and say, hey, I gotta go somewhere for 5 minutes. I'm gonna give this to you when I'm back. Like, this is yours, but don't touch it yet.
Don't even touch it.
Yeah,
physically.
like you can.
Delayed gratification.
It's not gonna kill anybody.
Yeah, delayed gratification.
Exactly. Either that. Yeah,
and you're like, oh, it's like.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
You give a kid a fucking candy and you're like, I'll give you the candy.
Yeah.
I'll give you the whole bag of candy instead of this one if you just don't eat this one while I'm gone.
You give our generation when we're fucking 14 money to blow, and then you don't put it out anywhere else.
Yeah.
And you expect us not to want to listen to that genre.
It's programming, man.
Yeah.
So
it can be, or that's just how shit goes.
Yeah. It is how shit goes. You said earlier conspiracy theories. I'm gonna tell you something that's based in truth, but I want your opinion, and it can be a conspiracy, maybe. Illuminati.
Yeah.
Highly associated with rap music.
Yeah.
Jay-Z, Beyonce.
Pop culture.
King and Queen.
Yeah.
Rap music recently, within the past few years, started going to a specific hertz. You know what hertz are?
Yes.
Like frequency.
Yes.
We're beings of frequency. Rap music started using a 420 hertz.
Yeah.
Which gives you moods such as lethargic, chill.
Mm-hmm.
It gives you that frequency, the frequencies in the music.
Yeah.
Therefore, when you listen to it, you feel more lethargic, more chill, less productive, really.
Yeah.
So a lot of people recently have been saying they've switched from rap music subconsciously because of that change. They realize these are like probably people that believe they're pretty like intelligent or woke.
Bro,
and they're like, fuck that, I'm changing from rap music, I'm gonna listen to other genres. But it's because the rap music is putting them in a lazy state where they're gonna listen to rap all the time. They're not the ones making the best decisions. They're not the ones going and working for what they want. They're the ones sitting back and chilling and just
bro
playing,
I could not tell you
smoking guns.
I could not tell you when it was, but yes, because I had that thing too where I was like, dude, I don't even want to listen. I can't even listen to rap, and I just started listening to fucking audiobooks and podcasts because I was like, and it wasn't even it wasn't like the way I felt. I guess actually now thinking about it, it was like, and it just like subtly creeped into me, and I was just like, I don't even like.
It's more subconscious than anything. But dude, I've been seeing a lot of stuff about that. They recently changed to the 420 hertz, so
yeah, that's
maybe
weird.
It's within the frequencies. That's why people are.
I still listen to all my rap. I still have on my phone and stuff.
I mean, I listen to rap too.
Yeah.
I listen to rap too, but like. More so, I don't listen to much new rap.
It might not
really don't.
It might not be every song. Is it every song?
I mean, to be honest, I don't listen to much music at all right now.
It's not all rap either.
Yeah.
It's more like industry rap.
Yeah.
Like industry rap. The popular rap is the stuff.
The popular music too.
It's probably not even just rap. It's probably a bunch of the like pop.
So, yes, Illuminati. What the fuck
was the question,
was the
though?
VMAs, dog, or the Grammys?
No, it was a conspiracy.
What the
What
the fuck was the Grammys? And what have been the Grammys for the past 4 years now? Since
Who
it's
won and shit? I don't remember.
let's talk about bro.
Didn't
it doesn't
Adele
matter.
just lose to somebody that should not have won?
Bro,
I know Kendrick won rap, best performance, best rap song.
As I'm saying, wasn't Adele
Harry
supposed
Styles
to win?
won album of the year though.
Wasn't Adele supposed to win something?
I couldn't tell you.
No say.
I couldn't tell you.
Adele was supposed to win something, I'm pretty sure, and then ended up not. Literally everybody was like shocked.
Damn.
Not just Adele, like other people were like, "What?"
I think it was Adele.
What the fuck?
I think the nominees maybe.
Oh yeah, it was that
Adele.
Sam Hunt or whatever, that fat faggot
No,
that
no,
dressed
no,
like
no,
the
no.
devil that
No,
I was
no.
just about to talk about.
It was-
and yes, he is a fat
you're
faggot.
Talking
Oh, God, I'm gonna have to cut
okay,
that out.
you can't say that. But
Twice.
you're talking to. I know.
Where are we at? How far in the video? All right,
It's Sam
154.
Smith.
I'm gonna start editing.
It's Sam Smith, and he just made. Dude, he actually made a fucking bop of a song. I ain't gonna lie.
Noah said okay.
I said it too,
It's
bro.
called Unholy. I didn't say it.
No. We were like against
Oh
it.
yeah, you can say
can't
that.
say
Like,
that.
no.
Oh my God.
What the fuck? You
All right,
can
I
say
think the
that.
nominees for the Grammy was Adele, Beyonce, Kendrick, someone else, and then Harry Styles. And Harry Styles had like the worst album of the bunch, and he won.
Yeah.
That was the controversy.
Okay, yeah.
And then there was a satanic ritual that happened in the middle of it when Sam Hunt and that lady made that.
Well, that's just the music
Yeah,
industry,
no,
bro.
that
Music industry.
that performance was a little over the top, but I mean,
So
it's the music industry.
so
I
let's,
mean, yeah, it's the
they're
music
part of
industry
that.
though, so it like everything is over the top with them. So like, who cares?
let's just go full. I'm just fucking diving head first.
Okay.
Why would, if you were an organization that did that, or whatever you want to fucking call it, a group, a thing,
Mm-hmm.
a body of work, why would you be this out in the open, and why now?
I don't know. I can't answer that. I honestly, I don't have an.
Are you speaking of the like music industry?
Just yeah, specifically.
I think it's been subtle.
Here's a conspiracy that I
It's
know.
Hollywood in general. It's not
It's-
just music. It's
Well, it's-
actors too.
I think
What about
it's
Travis?
everything. Yeah.
What about the
I
Travis
think it's
conspiracy?
any kind of entertainment thing that's going on.
the elite,
What do you
like
think about-
entertainment.
yeah.
the
that's
whole
true.
thing is to be
Hollywood. Really.
over the top and
It's trying
out
to be
there
edgy.
and
And
I
right
feel like
now-
they're hiding shit. I feel like
but yeah, I feel like
they
it's
put
all
on that
supposed
act
to, yeah.
to hide other stuff,
Yeah.
which we
Yeah.
won't talk about. Because I could go.
No, we're
on
talking
and
about
I mean, it makes sense
We're
because
talking
you
about
think
it.
about it.
That's why I said it.
Anything on social media, it's all about the same fucking shit.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
programming, man. It's programming
It's
us
all
to
about
not
the
look at the
same
important
shit.
shit.
It's literally you go to Facebook and you see some shit. Okay, let me go to Twitter
Well,
now.
it's
Oh,
more
you
or
see
less
like the
Social
same
media,
shit.
man.
Oh, let me go to Instagram. Oh, it's like the same fucking shit.
Yeah, it's all owned by the same
And it's
thing.
like, what the fuck?
It's more or less just to keep you rolling through it.
Mm-hmm.
Just to keep you there.
That's
You were
why
about
I
to-
only use Twitter now. That's why I don't use anything.
Yeah, I don't ever post on social media.
Yeah, I
anymore
don't post
It's
either.
like-
I was gonna say, what do you think about the Travis Scott thing? Do you think that was something?
Wait, what?
the concert?
Both of the incidences with his.
Are you talking about the crowd?
Yes, both times. Yeah.
I think the crowd was just a bunch of dumb people.
I don't think dude. People blame that solely on Travis.
No, of course that's not his fault.
No, I'm saying, but people did,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
lot of people,
Yeah.
like the mass.
Like everybody. Yeah.
Dude, that's unfair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can't see millions. He can't see tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people in that crowd. He can't point out
No.
2 or 3. The way he went about it when
Unless
he said
they're
continue
right.
the show, maybe he believed in his security too much.
Yeah.
But dude, you gotta know your audience.
Or something.
You gotta know
Yeah.
your audience, but it's not. He didn't kill those people.
No,
People
of
act like he
course
killed
not.
those people.
Of course not. However,
Like, bro, he's not the one that trampled on them. And shit.
However,
Like, come on.
whenever
My thing is, oh, I'm sorry, but
okay.
my thing is though, why would anybody go that crazy over a fucking person?
Yeah.
That's what I don't. That's what I don't understand.
Rager
Why
culture.
are you going that fucking crazy for a guy who's not even gonna be like, oh, what's up, man?
Yeah.
He's just gonna see you as, oh, that's money right there. Let's fucking go. That's what I'm talking about.
Drugs.
Like, come on, bro. Like, what the fuck? You're going crazy over a dude that doesn't give a fuck.
But
about
your
you.
brain doesn't
Come
develop
on.
till like fully till like 20s. Those kids,
Yeah.
a lot of those people are like
Yeah.
17, 18, bro.
That's-
They're
yeah.
like fully in the rage culture, and that's their life
Yeah.
because they don't know better. They don't know anything else.
My thing is,
It makes
it's
sense.
just, and yes, it's kind of him. However, this year was the most that has happened. The last time it was like 2 or 3 people, and then, of course, it's Astrofest, so like it's crazy.
Dude, yeah.
Well,
But it
dude,
was
I
the
went to
biggest-
the.
listen,
I
hold
went
on,
to
real
the
quick.
first one.
It was the but it was the biggest, and it was set up like a fucking. It was like hell.
Did you see storming the gates? Like, dude, the security at the gates stood no chance.
Oh,
They
dude.
knocked down the
It was a-
gates and ran in and
it was a
stampede while
cross.
people are getting crushed before the concert started.
The stage was a cross.
You got to know at that point, hey, this probably isn't safe.
The
And
sta-
it's small venue, overpopulated with twice as many
Yeah, it's a
people that the
parking
venue
lot.
can hold.
Yeah, he should have had
See,
it in
Bad
that
decision
bitch.
making,
He
but
should-
he's not the one
first
doing
one-
that.
Yeah.
The
His
first one
manager
was
is.
good. I went to the first one, and they had 2 separate stages so that you
Yes.
go back and forth.
You see?
That was perfect. Like you had like Trippie Redd and Lil Wayne and shit like on one,
Like a music festival.
and then you had like the other like more chill like Post Malone and stuff on the other.
Example
And it's
A.
like you
Example
go back
A.
and forth, bro. And then you
Example-
got the merch and stuff right in the middle with all the other shops and stuff. Dude,
Example
there
A. You set all that shit up
Mm-hmm.
the year before because you're gonna set the next year's up to harness souls.
Oh, God, right, bro.
That's the conspiracy that I'm talking about.
We're not talking about harvesting or whatever, harnessing souls.
That's
Dude,
what-
you remember when we went to Jambalaya,
path
bro? Or what do we go to?
Travis
Luna.
Scott is a vampire. All makes sense.
That's the conspiracy.
Well, he is part of the music industry,
That's
so.
the conspiracy.
I only see him out at night. I never see him out in the day. It's all perfect.
I'm just saying.
It makes sense.
Have you ever seen?
He's a night crawler. It's a song title.
Have you ever
bro.
seen Travis Scott and Satan in the same picture together?
I mean,
Coincidence?
good point.
Coincidence? Yo, no, but that's the path I was trying to go down. What do you think about that? I mean, obviously it's probably not true, but what do you think about that?
About Travis Scott?
No, god damn.
About the music industry. And
No, yeah.
The Illuminati you were
No,
talking about.
yeah,
You were talking about the Illuminati.
That's what I was talking about. About them being so. Why are they so out in the open? And why?
Because karma. They want to subtly tell us through commercials, through programming, so they don't get the bad karma of not telling us. They want to tell us subtly without telling us, the same way Stranger Things told us about CERN and how it's bad and how demons come to our realm.
That's
And
why.
then-
Dude, honestly,
gotta talk
have you
about that.
heard anything about
Yeah,
that?
let's
lately?
talk about
have
that.
you?
Yeah,
Honestly,
fuck that
have you
Illuminati.
heard anything else about that?
I heard a couple. I heard they
Feel
saw
that.
they
Keep
had
going.
a big storm with open clouds, like
Yeah,
over, but nothing else. I haven't heard anything.
I haven't heard anything else after
But
that.
I bet they know stuff. They're withholding information.
Oh, I know they are.
Fully.
I know they are. That's why I haven't heard anything since they have started it. I have only heard of the storm, and that is it. Nothing else has even remotely that no one's even been like, oh hey, CERN's still going or nothing.
No.
Like nothing has been told about that since that.
I heard word of mouth. The particles didn't collide, but we don't know, dude. You know how much?
No. They weren't colliding particles.
Yes, they are.
No. Listen, what they're doing, they are, but
Because they
have to have a consistent beam of particles first, and that's just what they were doing. They stopped it because they were doing upgrades on it.
Yeah.
And then they continued the constant beam. They introduce other particles. That's how they collide them. Is they get the main beam going up fast as a motherfucker, and then they just introduce
and then they
whatever
put the
they're
other one
trying
in
to-
there,
yeah.
and then once that one comes around, this
It's
one.
bam.
boom.
Yeah,
My
just-
point is,
yeah.
look into it. Stranger Things told you guys
Yeah.
that if you use a particle collider, a bunch of shit can come into our realm, probably from the astral realm.
If you didn't know,
if I'm gonna be honest,
and if you didn't
but
know
we
how to
don't
use
know.
a particle collider, please tune in to the Boss's Office podcast, where we just explained to you precisely what CERN is doing there.
But we didn't explain their motives because we don't know.
We don't know.
And we never will until it's over. It's too late.
Until you subscribe and we get enough YouTube
Dude.
money to go to Sweden and get a tour.
First of all, let's all just be honest with ourselves, all right? It's just the Flash running around in a circle. Okay.
Hopefully not the actor because that guy is probably
Barry
doing some
Allen?
bad stuff.
Was his
Barry
name-
Allen?
Not Barry Allen.
Who's Flash Gordon?
Dude, that's just a common nickname. There's like 7 Flash Gordons.
What do you mean, who's Flash Gordon?
My name's Patrick.
Who are you calling?
Dude, is that still like that?
Yes.
Where's that cam even at? Why is it?
It's
should be
unplugged.
plugged into here.
That should be the thumbnail,
It's
bro.
unplugged. You unplugged
Put a
it.
bunch of question marks like that one meme.
Yes. We need to
God
make it a
dang,
meme.
dude.
He doesn't look. That camera angle did Cold Dirty as a motherfucker.
When I saw those grays dissecting me on LSD, Jesus Christ.
When you're balls
The out-of-body
when you're balls deep
experience.
and your secretary and your wife walks in.
when you reach in your pocket to pull out your phone,
When
and
you-
then you find the condom.
When you realize it's 2020 and you can't go to Walmart to get a Plan B and you just nutted inside your thing.
You can't anymore.
No, because there's
No,
COVID
you
restrictions.
can't.
You can't leave your apartment.
Oh yeah,
You
that's
can't
true.
get Plan B.
Fuck New York. Fuck New York.
You can't
God.
get, wait, you can't get Plan B in Texas anymore, can you?
I don't know, but we're getting out of control.
What was the storm with
You can't
CERN?
get Plan B in Texas anymore.
So basically, there was a bad thunderstorm right over
no, you
CERN.
can't. That's what I'm
You
saying.
can't? Oh.
You can't do abortion and stuff anymore in Texas, remember?
Oh yeah, well then I knew that.
We gotta
There's no more Plan B.
we gotta
There's no more
overpopulate
Plan
Austin,
B either.
Texas. With the lack of abortions, we'll overpopulate Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
It'll be okay.
Yeah.
If you do,
It's just gonna blow up.
We gotta
food.
cut that
so
out. Cut that out.
no, keep
Cut
it
that
in.
No, that's staying.
No, I'm the editor. I'm keeping it in.
Okay.
Cheap
Uh,
editor. We have no say, unfortunately.
Lost my point, but that was great, and I'm happy I did. That was way better.
Oh shit.
CERN. The
Yeah.
clouds were like
Yeah.
blue, green, red, like just flashing colors. Look up CERN's
Oh my
storm
god,
over CERN.
dude!
The last
It's
we
the
ever heard of
Green Lantern.
Pretty solid comic, honestly.
Hey,
What did he even do?
Like
What
I
was
said,
it?
they subtly tell us throughout their industries.
I'm not
For the lack
I'm
of
not
karma
fucking
that
lying
we're
though. There's a superhero that came from the clouds like that. I
Yeah.
swear. I think it's the Green Lantern. That's actually
No,
funny.
dude, he came out of he popped out of, he just appeared. Because he could do shit and go anywhere with that fucking ring.
Oh yeah.
He was my favorite comic. Bro, I used to have the
That
book.
was your favorite one?
Well, listen.
Him?
I didn't,
Fuck,
listen, I
dude,
never,
lame as
All
shit,
of, out of all of
bro.
him?
Bro.
I'm gonna just eat it real quick. No, but I'm not, I had this book.
Take the ring away. What
I
you
never
have.
watched like the comic. I never like saw the comic books. But like I had this book and it was an atlas. It was more or less like a dictionary, and
Yeah.
every page was a different superhero in the universe.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I had
I
that.
have
And it
no
was
idea
like
what
a
he's talking about.
I had one of those for
I have no idea what
mythical
he's talking
creatures.
allegedly. Bro, I had that
like,
one too.
Like cryptids. and
Yes,
stuff.
I had that hoe too.
Do you believe in any cryptids?
Damn, I guess
All
I
of 'em.
didn't. Wait, what do you mean? Like,
Except for Bigfoot.
Bigfoot.
Oh, like those,
Loch Ness
okay,
Monster,
okay.
Nessie's real.
Cthulhu.
Bro, me and Sam are gonna catch Nessie one day. I would like for y'all to join us.
I believe there's some prehistoric creatures still in the
Yeah.
ocean that
Oh,
just
yeah.
hide deep in the depths that we
Yeah.
have not explored yet.
Easy.
anything,
they pop up like every
anything that
Like
can
the
be in the,
Isoscelosaurus.
anything that
or
can be
something?
in the
Rockfish.
fucking
Rockfish.
ocean, anything that can be in the ocean, I believe to be real because we haven't even explored 20% of our ocean.
We should explore the ocean before we explore space, in my eyes. But we should have already done both of those years ago,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Bro,
We've been
yeah.
focusing on the wrong stuff.
Mhm.
Why are eggs $12, BJ?
Dude,
We need to leave the space exploration to Elon and do the rest
They dropped.
to fucking shit.
They
Why the
dropped-
fuck? Why do we have to have funding for that shit? Just fucking do it.
For
That's
space
what I
and,
don't
yeah,
get.
The ocean.
Why are we having to have money for that shit? Just fucking explore
Because
the
it
shit.
has to be documented by the government,
That's
apparently, because they have a
stupid.
deal with the fucking
That is
Anunnaki to not allow
stupid.
to let them know when we're shooting rockets, so they can hide everybody and everything.
Oh,
Okay,
you see
that's
those-
fair.
do
I
you
mean,
see
yeah,
those-
let people know when you're shooting rockets and shit.
No, the
but-
Anunnaki.
The Anunnaki. Bro,
They're
speaking of, though,
Hide,
Oh, the
hide your beings.
the blue beans.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude,
We
the
are coming
CIA
to
documents
space.
have, like, stated that we're in a galactic federation.
Yeah.
I
the
thought-
ones that
I
they
thought we
published
weren't-
to the internet.
I thought we weren't in it.
We weren't in it, but they've
are-
spoken
but
to,
yeah,
and that we need to get our shit together. Type
yeah.
thing. I don't know how true that is, but I've seen CIA documents dropped by the government that say that. Now the
I hope
government
it's
is not
real
fully
because,
truthful, so we can't fully take that as like truth. But they did have to drop that due to a new bill, so it
I
is
sure
interesting.
hope it's real because fuck, man, we fucking suck.
Doomsday clock.
We
90
fucking
seconds.
Dude, y'all
suck,
aren't
bro.
kidding.
No, it's 9 seconds
Do y'all
before
wanna see-
midnight.
Are
Not
y'all-
90 seconds. It's 9 seconds before midnight.
Are you fully aware?
And it
of-
was at like 15 minutes
I
before
know,
midnight.
yeah.
Now it's at 9 seconds.
We're gonna make it. It's okay.
Approved for release by the NSA on 10/21/2004. This is titled "Communication with Extraterrestrial Intelligence."
Mhm.
It's the first fucking sentence is "We are not alone in this universe." A few years ago, this notation seemed far-fetched. Today's exist. Okay, hold on. Let me read through this real quick first and gain some topics. Y'all feel.
But see, at
But
that
that's a-
point, you could still argue it's from the government. How do we know it's true? That's what everybody will always argue.
I told you and Zach one day they found another species that they've been speaking to through Galactic
Yeah.
Federation. This is CIA, could be lies, that are spiritual beings who have a united sense of self. They're all similar in the fact that they want to build spiritually as fast as they can.
Mhm.
And they have certain roles. Each
hive.
person has a certain role in society that's not like a job. It's like a role. Like, fulfill your role and we will become a better species.
Mm-hmm.
CIA says there's documents. They post documents. I don't know if they're true. That literally state that. And that human beings are failures pretty much compared to those beings.
Yeah.
Right? Like, we're a
Well, I
class
mean,
1
It's because
species
we're
out of
selfish
7.
as fuck, and
Well, we're
we
not
only
there
want
yet.
what's better for ourselves instead of a better for our fucking
species.
species.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's where we
Selfish.
fail. We're all
It's in the
about
DNA.
we're all about
It's in the double
ourselves.
helix.
And
We
you
just
know what
haven't
that
evolved.
has to tie into? Money.
Well, it's because we haven't evolved.
Yeah.
All about money. If you have the money, you're the fucking top of the food chain. in
And
this
those
society.
species don't have money. They have like XP points from
Yeah,
this. It's like Elden Ring.
exactly.
You get XP.
Everybody has a place to live and shit. You just gotta get your shit for food and shit. That's about it.
Yeah, just fulfill your role and you'll live a
There
happy
you
life.
go.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you have a job
I don't think
and work
they
40
pick-
hours a week.
Yeah.
and-
Well, they're
Suppress
most
yourself.
likely evolved or have been able to go through their evolution process a whole lot further than we are.
Oh yeah.
Way further.
Way further. They're probably, and their species could be millions of years older than we are.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, we're worried about the wrong shit. Like what gender we
We
are.
need to figure this out.
Somebody's got to get on that.
Well, I hope I. Oh god, this is fun. I'm glad we drank during this.
If another civilization were trying to establish communication with us, it would first embark on intention getting signals of such a nature.
I just hope the aliens come down soon. I need them.
Oh! I want to bring this up now before it gets dug in the past because I almost forgot. A prophet, bro, a blind prophet. He's known to spot wild fucking situations and call them out before they happen. Who knows what his, like, this dude's fucking woke, basically. He's blind, he's a prophet.
Nostradamus?
He stated in November, I think, that 2023, we will have dozens of UFO sightings. We will not fully be disclosed as to if they are otherworldly or not, but we will have many UFO sightings so that they can see how we react to these sightings and findings.
Yeah.
As a species, how we will react before the all-out happening happens.
Or they decide whether.
And there's already been many weird fucking spacecraft seen this year and shot down even by the Pentagon.
Oh, dude.
And there's so many videos on TikTok of a ton of people seeing the spherical thing.
Fucking what's it called? Just
TikTok
state
is
like
crazy
some
with
big.
That's why they're trying to shut it down.
Yeah.
Wasn't it Utah just spotted like a big ass blue light just in the sky?
Yes.
Yeah,
and
dude.
then that's it. It just like disappeared out of nowhere.
It's like the movie Nope, bro. Jordan
Yeah,
Peele's
like-
woke as fuck. He's in the Illuminati. He's trying to tell us subtly, like I said earlier. But dude,
No, he's just he's standing in the threshold of the door.
All I
Yeah,
have to,
right.
all I gotta ask, or all I need to know is, what the fuck took them so goddamn long?
bro, there was a finding in Washington State of a dude that found a gray alien being dead on the ground, and it got suppressed by the CIA for fucking decades,
Holy
bro. This
shit.
is back in like the probably 80s, 90s. There's like footage of this online. I saw a video earlier today actually about it. But dude, in Washington State, type in Washington State alien findings, and you'll see a crazy story, bro. And that's the thing about people, bro. It's all like you gotta believe the person. We don't know. This is just what another person said. It's hard to take full truth,
But it's like,
it's a ton of.
see,
fucking
it's like one of those
coincidences.
things though. Like, why? What's in it for them to make it up? What do they get out of it?
But we don't know their motives.
We don't know their motives either. But like at the same time though, there's some of these people that's like, what's in it for them? Like let's say you have like some rich guy or something, and he comes on TV and he's like, holy fuck, yeah, like I just saw an alien and shit like that. What's in it for that guy to make that shit up and stuff? Or like this scientist that has dedicated his life to science, Bob Lazar, comes out and says he's worked in the Area 51 and has been like, the aliens are real.
And all the Navy sightings
And everybody's
in the ocean
like,
that
oh,
they've
that's
seen
so fake.
spacecraft.
What's in it for him?
Well,
He
they
was
haven't
already
tried to-
working for Area 51.
They
The
haven't-
motherfucker's already probably making enough fucking money to set him off for life.
Mhm.
What is he gonna get? A little bit of fame off this to make some more money? He's already got the fucking money. Like, what's in it for him to make it up? I don't understand.
Well, they're not doing that anymore. Like, there's the fucking Air Force pilots. Like, there was a commander,
I know.
and now there's another. There's like an astronaut now.
Yeah.
Who's like, who was a fighter pilot. Who was
I
like,
heard this story,
seen
yeah.
it. He was like,
Yeah.
I've seen it with my own eyes. I don't know what it is.
And
Not
in the
sure.
Navy too, bro.
Oh,
that
They say it
pill
all the
shaped
time,
tic
bro.
tac to shape shit
Oh,
that
dude,
was like
yeah.
going into the ocean.
Yes.
And they would
Dude,
go
the
like
Navy-
different angles, like
Yes.
but spontaneously.
The Navy
It wasn't
has
moving, it was
multiple-
teleporting.
Yes, dude, and
Sorry,
it went from
stuff.
that tic tac looking thing to a fucking cube floating, or a sphere floating within, like, without a lack of better term,
Yeah.
like a cube field, like a tesseract type
Yeah,
field. That
we
was
just
like
don't know, man. Fuck.
that could just be the
So much knowledge out there that we don't have as human beings because we're focused on the wrong things.
Yep.
We always
Well,
end
we
up
probably
talking
just-
about this stuff.
We probably just went the wrong way because this is the most defining like
I hate to say
thought
it.
right now.
I hate to say it, but China and Japan and stuff, they're the closest to like time travel and shit like that.
We're close,
Compared
but
to
our
us.
government holds us back.
But if that's the thing though, once somebody figures that out, everybody else is fucked.
It's not going to be a government
Everybody else
person. It's
is
going to be a scientist.
fucked because
Who knows? They haven't already figured it out.
that's
Someone.
yeah.
Bro,
But
people,
that's what I'm saying though, because once that, like, when, let's say it's a Chinese dude or a Chinese scientist or whatever, oh, that's all for China now. Nobody else is figuring that out until we fucking.
China's trying to get back
obtain
at going to the moon. They're trying to go back to the moon and claim the territory before we go back.
Oh, it's okay.
They're not gonna
hey,
be
it's
able
okay.
to.
We're gonna claim Mars before them.
Bro, China's trying.
We've
right,
got Elon Musk. We're gonna claim Mars first. All right.
Until
This
they
is-
snipe them.
These are
Sorry,
my.
Elon, I love
I'm gonna throw a parlay out. Okay, I'm gonna try
No,
to do
Twitter's
it.
already out to get.
I'm gonna try to pull a Nostradamus. Okay,
Okay.
from all the things that I've collected, this is what I think is fucking happening. Okay, China's on the way out. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's gonna happen to them.
They're
But I
overpopulated.
guarantee you by 2024, China, 2025, let's say, okay? This is step one. Clip this, document this, and I'm not gonna say anything bad. It's not gonna be like genocide. I'm just saying, like, as a country, as a government, they're not gonna be able to. They're done.
Blame the higher ups.
They're done. Yeah, whatever you want to say, whatever you want to call it, China's not going to exist as it does right now. They lie. They're lying about everything. Like, they have satellites because satellites, rocket technology, all that stuff, and they have whatever our ideas because they have literally taken that property. Because I'm just being genuine, and it's known, but nobody's doing anything about that. So they're just trying to basically like call the bluff on everybody right now and try to act powerful. They're putting the attention on space. They're putting the attention on trying to get us. It was a weather balloon.
Passive aggressiveness is what they're using.
Yeah, they're not.
They want us to react that way.
Yeah.
They want us to shoot down their balloon.
Well, they want us to fucking shoot a missile at them. Like
I know. They want to retaliate.
Yeah,
they want a
exactly.
reason.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Dude, I've been seeing that. That's
Yeah.
been my whole thought process since the balloon is. I'm not gonna make a big deal of just the balloon, but like it's everything going into it, dude.
They know they're on the way out, and this is the last cry. They're trying to put. This is their last. They're burning out. They're either going to. But the thing is it's not going to be like. I'm not saying it's going to be a war. I'm just saying like it's going to be a total shift, change in government. It's going to be how they totally live and exist because yeah, of course it's overpopulated. That bitch is not lasting. Okay, China's gone. The U.S. and Russia. Putin's either gonna die.
Soon he has like cancer on.
You want to know what I think is gonna happen?
Something's gonna happen with Putin and he's gonna die.
You want to know what I
or
think is gonna happen?
we're fighting with Russia. Unfortunately,
You forget what's going on right now. You've got Ukraine going on right now.
I know.
You want to know what's gonna happen?
I'll be right back. Thank you.
Putin's about to nuke Ukraine.
Yeah.
That's gonna start World War III. We're gonna retaliate
If not
because
nuke
some
it,
of
he's gonna
that,
fuck it
some
up.
of that is gonna hit Poland and stuff.
Yeah.
Some of it.
And everything else
Some
around
of it,
What
yeah.
else is it like the?
All of
Yeah,
our
everything.
All of our allies.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
all
yeah.
border right there.
Yeah.
They're right there. They're getting hit a little bit.
Yeah, they're fucked.
We're gonna go to war and shit. It's gonna start in Europe and stuff.
Yeah.
China is gonna end up taking over Taiwan or whatever.
Yes.
That's gonna start us. We're gonna have to go over to China and stuff.
Yeah.
Think at this point, then some other nukes are gonna go off.
Yeah,
At that, the
something's
second nuke that goes off, aliens coming in. That's why they're sighting it. They're coming in because it's gonna harm
Yeah.
outer space too,
Yeah.
because of the waves and
'Cause
shit.
yeah, shit's gonna go down.
And either we're just gonna get wiped out, or we're just gonna kill ourselves with nukes. That's what's gonna happen. They're gonna set us straight and be like, either we're gonna fuck you up, or yeah, some shit's gonna happen.
Yeah. Well, I think it's.
Like-
I don't know.
No.
I think it's gonna be more of a.
I think
We have
Ukraine
the
is about to
ability
get
now.
nuked though. I 100% think Ukraine's about to get nuked.
No, I don't think so.
I think so. Putin is not. He's
He's
not winning.
Well, he's.
He's not winning right now.
That's not
really.
gonna be his
That's gonna be his last resort.
It's not.
Is he like sick or something?
He's sick.
Isn't he dying?
He's dying, and dude, A vulnerable man is dangerous.
Yeah, a vulnerable.
He's gonna go out with the
guy
bang.
who's already dying is.
I come out of there with that.
Bro,
That's what I was about to ask. Isn't Putin like he's sick and
right?
shit, right?
I think
He's
he has
like dying
cancer,
right now.
leukemia.
It does. Even if a dying man, whatever y'all just said, I like that metaphor. However, with a man like him, who he shares that idea with fucking Stalin, he shares that idea with the fucking.
Dude, he's already
the
ruined
yellow.
the ruble. His ruble is worth nothing right now. Literally nothing.
However, he understands that he has millions of fucking just people that live in Russia. So like, if he wants his name to go on, all the things that he did prior to this,
he would have stopped the war already.
No, fuck no. He wants Ukraine. Bro, like I talked about earlier, we staged a coup in Ukraine. All he wants is his shit back. But anyway, he fucking, like, I'm telling you, he
just wants his shit back.
Yeah, bro, he's not gonna blow that bitch up because he wants that. Like,
explain it to me
no,
like I'm
he
in
wants
second
to
grade.
wipe.
He wants to
fucking,
get his freaking
He wants
shit
to
back.
wipe the Nazi or whatever out there, whatever.
I think that's the propaganda
That means
for what he
just
wants.
destroying it.
I think that's just propaganda.
I don't think he cares about that.
He's calling our coup. He's calling the people, the Zelensky, who we put in power after the coup. He's calling that government that we put into place Nazis.
Yeah.
And which is in a sense why we're getting so pissed off and sending shit to Ukraine. Not only because, like you said, they border our allies, but like we put the coup into fucking place.
Yeah, that is true.
So they're like, help.
Help.
Like, our old pimp is coming back. And I thought I got away from him. we moved fucking across the country.
That is so bad.
Man.
My old pimp is back. I need you to
Bro,
bitch
that's
off of
when you
again.
say it like that.
It's the truth.
It is the truth. Yeah.
It is.
That's just a more digestible way of saying it. The motherfuckers that wear suit and tie say it. They
Put
say
this
a lot.
in Gen Z terms.
Yeah, but they say
That's
a
how
lot,
you
but
do
they
it.
don't fucking give you any information.
Well, this
Except
has
for
been
Tucker.
out
I
of...
don't mean to bring this up, but what the fuck happened with the Afghan shit? Didn't
We're
we
gone.
just like give up?
No, yes and no.
Kind of.
We...
Like something happened and then we were just like, all right, you know what? Fuck this. We're not worried about this anymore. We're gonna come over here and worry about this.
Well, a bomb. Oh yeah, no, it's Syria.
Was it Syria?
Syria.
I was about to say something happened and then we were like, okay, you know what? Draw everybody back out of Afghan. We're gonna go somewhere else.
Well, Trump was like, the war in Afghanistan is bullshit and the war on terrorism is over because he's like, Afghanistan is not our enemies and we're just fucking that place up for no reason. And he was like, we're spending way too much money there. He was like, we're spending gazillions over there.
I mean, dude, Trump, he's a polarizing figure.
Yeah.
I don't think you can say he's worse than what we have now.
No.
Like, as a leader,
He does a little questionable stuff.
he says
but
mean
who
words
doesn't?
about people.
They all do.
Bro,
He says mean words about people, but
Yeah.
Joe Biden probably
Bro,
says mean words about people behind their
me
back.
and
Joe
Trump-
Biden don't even know what the
me
fuck
and
he's
Trump
saying.
are the same. We're the same.
Joe Biden reads a teleprompter every
we
time
speak
he
differently,
speaks.
but we are the same. I feel him.
You feel Trump.
I feel Trump.
He's your spirit animal.
One
Is
could
what you're
say,
saying.
one could possibly say that he exists on my spirit totem, of which I call upon when I need certain powers.
Powers, huh?
Yes. Powers to grandmother. Hamburger.
Oh God. This has gotten out of control.
2 hours.
Oh my God.
We've
2.5.
Alrighty.
this has been crazy.
We're gonna
I'm
go
like-
ahead and cut that off. Thank you for joining another excellent
Yeah,
episode
we
of the
need
Boss's
to-
Office podcast. We're gonna say a couple more things on the way out, but how do you like this?
Am I the Alex Jones of the pod from the Joe Rogan pod? Am I the Eddie Bravo?
Yeah.
What is going on
yeah.
here? This is every time I'm on, it
The
gets
chemicals
out
are
of
making the
control.
frogs gay.
Every time I'm on, man, it just gets fun.
Well,
It gets
I love
really fun and interesting.
We
That
need
was,
to just continue this as the one podcast.
we should have another podcast.
We
I'll
should
do
do
this
this
once
soon.
a week.
We're
I can
gonna
do this once
we're
a
gonna
week.
schedule this sometime soon. We'll figure it out.
Dude, because I have my webcam, I can do it from home even
Yeah,
once a
that's true.
week. Like I don't mind doing an hour.
Dude,
Maybe we get an hour and a
we've
half a
got
week.
Discord.
Yeah.
We have Discord.
Do you got webcams?
I do. You could just be on Discord giving the voice chat. Me and him could be on video.
Yeah, I don't
It'd
have a
work
webcam,
perfect.
but
That would still work though. We'd still hear you,
Yeah.
and you
Yeah.
could be a good addition for sure. That was a
What was
interesting ride.
That? What was that? Yes. Yeah, we need to say a good outro. It's officially over at this point.
Yeah.
So
It's over. I'm not
it's
saying
over.
anything controversial.
If y'all got any topics y'all want us to talk about next time, comment in the comment section.
What happened with this?
Like the video, please.
Yeah, like the video.
I'm gonna go like the stream
subscribe,
after
hit
it's
that
over.
bell so y'all know whenever we post, or whenever he posts, I should say. And yeah.
What's happening here?
I just had to shake my head to make sure it wasn't frozen like the other cam. Bro, the outro needs to be that. Let's say our goodbyes first.
See y'all later.
Alright, man. BJ, get us out of here.
I was trying to pull this camera over.